online in some past weeks. Quainty and Dingus Punch, one of the main ones that comes to mind. And Teemo Ahri is a team that we have seen put to great success in a lot of big tournaments.
Yes, typically like from the pairing of Inzem and Sonic Fox. Two powerful competitors in their own right. So Maxys and Vanitas trying to take notes from that legendary duo. V getting sandwiched in between the two players as we get an Ahri pickup. Going to take V into the other corner thanks to this Orb of Deception extension. And a tag launcher as well, bringing in the Teemo. I love that they also like coordinated their outfits, wearing the same skin and even like similar colors with it, if I saw the Ahri correctly. So this is some like maximum duo synergy happening.
Yeah, you got to be locked in with your duo. You got to have all of the, all of the synergy going on there. You got the wake up attack from Teemo, getting Vermeer out of aggression there on the Teemo.
Wow, converting off of that dart, using that Ahri super, but we drop the combo, so this gives Vermeer a chance. Teemo Assist will salvage the situation. Multiple overheads open up Vermeer. And now we actually have an opportunity for Vanitas to get this kill onto Yasuo. Drops the combo yet again, but the mushroom is there. The super is still active, catching Vermeer, trying to swing and hit. Gonna go for the extension. We actually punish a jab from Vanitas thanks to the cancel into super. The OTG does the deal. It's Ahri versus Warwick, Foxes versus Wolves.
And V's nearly got Fury if he needs it. To make this comeback for sure. It pops the Fury to get away from the Teemo assist, but the OTG doesn't connect through. Has to rely on the Fury dash cancel, but it's all good when we got that V in the scoreline.
Very impressive for Vermeer. Recognize the situation of this super assist is actually going to catch me, but we get caught by this Ahri, tripping up both Warwick and Yasuo. So it's a happy birthday here. Maxys gonna get the knockdown, but actually has an earlier limit strike. Still gets the next hit. Plenty of snowball potential here, but I mean, we've seen Vanitas and Maxys get this lead before, and Vermeer was able to clutch it out. Let's see if we can finish this Teemo combo here. The super should be enough to kill Yasuo and force the 1v2. Can Vermeer do this with just Warwick against two full health characters?
It's a pretty tough one, though. We've seen V's Warwick put in some serious work in the past. Pretty good start. Build up a lot of fury for yourself with the Berserker Barrage as well. Gonna be one more touch to take out the Teemo, and then it's only a couple between Ahri and death.
Jump, not gonna lead to a full conversion. Setting up pressure here, just staggering with the Rekkas. Now we're trying to take control of some of this neutral space. The 2H going to whip against the Demon Flip. And before the level 1 super can come out, the break comes through. So Vermeer loses that meter, does not have any more. So Warwick can't parry, but maybe we'll be able to generate enough meter to change that by the end of this combo. We do have the cross up activated now that we are in full blood Fury. Trying to get as crazy as we can with the mix. V forced to pop that Fury. Once again, catches the Ahri, and it's up to Vanitas' Teemo now against a Fury Bloodlust Warwick.
Oh, but that Warwick is getting caught by the JL from Teemo. Connecting to the combo. Don't get the Mushroom Super, just a limit strike and the Oki from it here for Maxys and Vanitas. The Oki situation with the super assist, the Hyper Spirit Rush, locking V all the way down. Thought he had time to press a button, but there is no relief here for Warwick in the corner.
Oh, but you OTG'd. Why would you do that? You had to go for the other Mushroom Super to potentially extend, but the Super Spirit Rush assist comes through, catches Warwick. It's all bees and honey on screen as we go into a final round of our first game.
It looked like V was so confident there making that Warwick run back, and when Teemo got on the screen with that Hyper Spirit Rush, things just fell apart.
Another strong start here for the duo, but V able to catch this Ahri, start stabilizing, forces the breakout. Wind Wall is going to deny some of the zoning here, but we're just going to play it full screen. Wait for our next opportunity. The assists are coming through. And we catch this Warwick as V overextends, and so now there's an opportunity to kill the Warwick if we completed the combo. It's not going to happen. Going to beat up on the Yasuo. Get off of my Samurai, and we try to interact with the super, but Warwick, that maximum wolf able to catch. Back to neutral, looking for the next opportunity.
And the Ahri continuing to up back, trying to get away from those Steel Tempests from Yasuo. If they're able to tag into Warwick, catch the low on landing, Ahri gets taken out. Once again, we have to rely on the Teemo with that Hyper Spirit Rush assist to try and close things out for the duo.
Oh, the cross-up comes through, though. Low life Teemo going to be taking quite a bit of damage here as V gets the launcher and extends this fully. The level 3 should be enough to take out the Yordle, and so V, having a lot of competition in his very first match, stands on top to go up 1-0 in the set.
Definitely not as dominating of a performance as we usually see from V. You know, there were some times there where things got really shaky. When V was in the corner, back to the wall, and Teemo was in front of him, it looked like he was really scrambling for options at times.
All right, we parry the assist though. Good call on that gap to deny any sort of pressure, but V gets underneath the Ahri, is able to start extending this into a combo. Catches yet again, gets the full pickup, the break comes through, we tag back into Warwick. Teemo now brought down to the ground, has to defend. Push block going to come through, and we catch V wiggling somehow, some way. Break also comes out from our Hall of Famer, if you will, ParagonFGC 2XKO brackets. Corning Vanitas yet again.
Such a heads-up active tag there from V, and even off the back of the Fury pop, catches the Teemo pressing, but we're not able to make anything of it. Here's the reset, but finally taking the Teemo down.
Trying to push, find a way in. The Ahri's going to catch the Teemo super assist, going to be able to come through, adding on a little bit extra damage to this confirm. Now, what is the Oki Zemi going to look like here? We get the limit strike, set up the fireball, and we try to go for a throw here, but the fireball too quick. So we're not actually able to get that full mix-up executed. The Teemo Darius is catching this dashing Yasuo, opening up yet another opportunity for Maxys. I was combining their names like fusion dance style.
Well, they're gonna need to share that energy here if this Ahri is trying to make a comeback. You gotta set up that Oki. V takes out of the corner. Kind of scrambling here, and you're back to the wall. Teemo super assist comes in and stuffs out the Warwick, so it's still not quite in Yasuo's favor. The overhead connects, and this Yasuo needs to burst.
But no, the whole key was to deny Maxys the burst there, going immediately into that level 1 super to deny it. So almost made that 1v2 comeback. This Ahri proving incredibly resilient. Spear rush comes through, but it catches the Warwick, not the Yasuo. V gets a punish on the tag.
Teemo too far away to influence that interaction at all. Be able to get the winning side of it and snipe Ahri out of the skies. The first time we've seen that up back really called out in a huge way.
Should be a dead Ahri, as it's going to be all up to Vanitas and this Teemo to keep the set going just a little longer. Fury, nowhere near in sight, but you can easily generate it. And I mean, look at Teemo's badges as well. Not really working with anything close to being maxed out, so you're missing out on a bunch of extra damage due to the lack of poison on these special moves. Trying to set up the play here. Vermeer just going to build up plenty of meter with the retreating guards. We hit Yasuo. Flush out with a level 3 as soon as there's a gap.
Oh, V has never been shy to bust out with the level 3s and follow them up with the half-screen overhead. That S1 from Warwick so deadly, and it catches the Teemo unaware. V closing out 2-0.
I like the choice for the overhead there as well. For the Paragon 2XKO bracket, we got Darius and Braum on Baswoo's side, Rell with the Ekko Vi, if I saw correctly. I'm going to pull up some player data as we get into this match. Oh, not Braum Darius. I saw the hover on Darius. It's Braum Warwick, excuse me.
All right. Warwick and Braum rocking the double down as well. Warwick especially gives a lot of room for double down plays with the ultimate Berserker Barrage.
Trying to jump in. We get that overhead to land on Baswuu. Break does come through a little later in the combo just to put an end to it. Oh, and we slide right through that 2M. RellFGC says, I'll take the character and your break. Thank you very much.
Fancy footwork, but we're not blocking the dome. Let's call it the overhead. Unfortunately, Baswuu was not able to get the OTG, but Rell is chilling. Get the burst out. Vault Breaker tag, the Vi Classic.
catch the jump, get the full combo here. Rell should be able to get the limit strike knockdown into the Ekko.
Have Ekko players come up with like a new food name for that Oki yet? I feel like when the game came out, like every 2 weeks I was hearing them call it like a different thing. Or like the burrito, the kebab. I think I heard like an onion ring at some point. I was like, what's going on?
Actually, yeah, I don't think we've really heard that. Just because like the Oki is a lot less autopilot, since it doesn't just auto cover so many options, you kind of have to look and react to what your opponent does and then build your own pressure. After that, we saw Rell go for an empty jump and walking up to get up attack Baswuu though with this bloodlust Warwick. Gonna force the burst out from Rell. He's trying to get in and close this gap. And oh my lord, what did we get snatched by? It looked like the Vi assist.
Captain Corridor coming through. One of the great things about Vi, having both assists to cover the horizontal and the vertical expertly there.
Deja vu, it's the same situation, except Rell doesn't have the kill combo this time. Goes for a throw reset, takes out this Braum yet again. Baswuu's gonna have to resist defeat with the Warwick.
Doing a pretty good job of it with the anti-air there. Able to toss Rell into the corner, get the super assist for a little bit of damage tacked on, and we're almost to Bloodlust now.
Ooh, we don't quite get the super to connect, but Bloodlust is activated. We get the punish here as Rell goes for that follow-up. Baswuu not able to get the confirm ready, but find the overhead, get the pickup here. Gonna tear through a lot of this Bloodlust to do as much damage as he can.
Just gonna get the full loops on. Doesn't quite get the S2 follow-up there, so the maximum spider doesn't connect. Into Vi, got level 3. Not gonna spend it though.
Nope. Went for the air throw reset. That would have been the game right there. Rell goes for a break, but at a moment where Baswuu was jumping and therefore able to scout it out, so this could actually be potential comeback here for Baswuu with this Warwick. Again, putting up great resistance in these 1v2s in both of our rounds so far. So let's see who's going to win out here. We blocked the slide, we're able to jump out, avoiding a cross-up. Trying to anti-air with these demon flips or at least reposition. Oh no. Oh no!
It's not that often that you see the dive from Warwick there getting called out. Usually that JS2 is pretty difficult to anti-air like that, but level 3 from Rell will do the job for sure.
That's why you don't roll on your back and expose your underbelly as a four-legged critter. That's a sign of weakness. That's a very vulnerable area, and we just took a level 3 to it. Like, that's pretty brutal. Now let's see.
He's got like some metal enhancements going on his body. Surely he's got a little bit more resilience than normal.
So we're just trying to push forward that Braum assist. Baswuu though not really able to make much of it there as Rell gets the sandwich going. Tags over to Ekko just to put Baswuu towards this other corner. Full charged heavy. We're going for like this sort of like air throw reset style as opposed to using Vi's air throw to bring him down to the ground. Counter is going to catch both characters, leading into a happy birthday sequence that ends here with the super since we're running freestyle.
Gonna connect with the meaty on the wake up though, so Warwick is out of the picture. When it comes down to this Braum, who we haven't really seen get to play the game that much. Braum tending to get eliminated off the first or second touch in most of the rounds, and this might not be any different if Rell's able to keep the confirms coming. Arm closing it out. RellFGC with nearly a perfect. Put himself on set point here over Baswuu.
They're finally going Braum's way. Able to run a little bit of pressure here, but we leave a gap when we use that normal, so Rell calls it out with the parry. Rather the counter, I should say, since there's a system mechanic called parry. And now, set up the Ekko yet again. Letting him get pulled out of that corner. Nothing else really coming of it though, as Rell, desperate to find the hit, finds it with the rewind. Goes into the Oki yet again. Jump looking for that pressure. think he's getting a little crazy. The overhead from Vi. We go immediately in the super, which doesn't connect. But it's a chip kill anyway. Baswuu had to parry, actually, in order to escape that situation. Oh, that's so unlucky.
Down to Warwick. One time we were able to get that overhead out of the corner to work, but this second time Rell spacing it so that overhead just whips right in front of him. And, oh, okay. All right, we're pulling up.
Using that iframe on the run from Warwick to just run through the projectile, since we have plenty of immunity to those things. And Rell was expecting the timeline to do most of the work for him there. That's why you saw that funny situation. Baswuu trying to find the next hit. Fury has expired. The Crater Maker comes through. No confirmed just yet. Baswuu gets a hit. Misroutes a little bit, however. Trying to find anything. We get a happy birthday. Ekko's still in it, so we should be able to get a kill on the boy who broke time. Now it's Warwick and Vi.
Kind of flailing a bit, but for Baswuu, it's what you gotta do to try and make things happen. This time Rell decided, alright, hold down back. I know that demon flip is coming. I'll get that quick 2H to close out the set and move on. Of course, rocking the Warwick and Darius. Double down and Obelisk on the Ahri Illaoi that we have seen him put so much work in with. Alright, got a happy birthday. Orbit Deception extension there. Get the second Spear Rush for the hard knockdown. Caught the meaty, and Obelisk is playing a mile a minute already. Not letting RomeRulez get an inch.
Empty low comes through, but we're just going to jail him into the Tentacle Supers, taking advantage of that double down, and then set up the Deception. And that actually catches a button press from RomeRulez, and so we kill the Warwick. Obelisk nearly full health on both characters. Rome gonna pop a very ambitious Fury here. Parries the assist, resetting the situation, catches Obelisk with the medium. Doesn't block after we dash cancel it, so that could have been a potential opportunity to punish this Illaoi, but instead we're at full screen. Playing around the tentacles, playing around the Spirit Rush. So both sides, no break meter available, but Obelisk with the character advantage. As we have a double down mirror match, actually, both players opting for that fuse.
RomeRulez, having lost the character, not going to be able to get any advantages from it. Obelisk looking to take that second character in short order. We got the Ahri here, of course. We're going to see the super extension. We got Illaoi tag in with a super of her own coming through. And Darius is not long for this world.
No, he is not. These two have never played each other in a bracket before, but I do want to highlight the difference in experience here. RomeRulez only having about 35 tournaments played under this account. Meanwhile, Obelisk almost 300 at 296. That's, of course, across all of the games that they've played. So not just 2XKO, but also Dragon Ball Obelisk, coming from that tag fighter over to 2XKO, and like many others, finding his own bit of success in this game. We get to level 1 on deck. RomeRulez going to break for this nearly dead Warwick, just to get caught out by Darius right now, so we'll see if that investment was worth it, but Obelisk still in full control here, probably going to be seeing a super at any moment. We tag into the Ahri. Orbit Deception now. And there we go, we steal the corner, get the overhead as well. Classic Obelisk mix-up as RomeRulez under all kinds of duress. We get the next level 1 for Ahri. Illaoi still missing that resource, but doesn't matter. The assist comes through, we tag him, and take out Darius. Now it's down to this low-life Warwick we broke for earlier.
Oh, it's not gonna be long. I'm perfect here for Obelisk with the Rekka. And that was really a textbook example of the game plan that Obelisk wants to run. Get one hit with Ahri, set up with Illaoi mid-combo, tag back into Ahri for the mix-up. And the game plan was executed flawlessly. We saw the results.
Charge apprehend with the plus frames. Obelisk gonna wait, get the push card down. Drops the level 1 super here. Again, going for that double down mix, creating this pressure, but for all that, you burn 2 bars just to basically reforce neutral from that interaction. And so now, Obelisk not really going to be able to take advantage of his fuse until he gets more meter, but taking advantage of that situation, not able to get a full pickup there. RomeRulez trying to find the next opportunity, waiting out these assist calls. I love the use of the down S1 right there just to bring the tentacle in for plus frames. We swing yet again. Apprehend assist. We see the overhead, and we're able to anti-air thanks to the handshake tag that we had through. RomeRulez does drop the break. Tries to swing after that retreating guard, but Obelisk still on the hunt. Wants the rest of RomeRulez's life bars.
That was a super late retreating guard. Obelisk was almost all the way through the recovery of that move when it came through, and RomeRulez didn't have nearly enough leeway to get that button in. light up this Warwick here in the corner, spend that one on the Ahri. A tag launcher will come soon if we need it, and it's not even going to go through because it just KOs outright. RomeRulez back against the wall with the Darius.
Things are looking rough. I mean, we got two players who are playing with this double down fuse, but Obelisk able to take advantage of it more often than not, showcasing that, like, when you play with double down like this, where you're constantly going into these super sequences that give you not only just combo extensions, but mix up and pressure, then you're kind of a little more justified in using double down. But RomeRulez, we've barely been able to see Rome actually take advantage of this fuse just because they've been on the back foot, haven't really been able to use it at all. And so they're basically playing without a fuse. Finally, we get to see it in this situation where they're effectively just winning more because of the damage you get from the confirms after you get the hit. Now RomeRulez gonna steal the corner, catch this Ahri rolling forward. Finally, we're seeing RomeRulez get some advantage underneath themselves. We pop the Bloodlust.
Berserker Slash, unfortunately blocked in front there by Obelisk. We're able to get the punish and send him straight to the corner. Even though that double down sequence might have worked for RomeRulez, Obelisk still has the Hyper Spirit Rush assist to make something of his own. Warwick's able to get out of dodge, ignore that super entirely, and Illaoi getting caught by the Berserker Slash tag. It's not looking good.
Oh, but we don't finish the combo. We get crossed up by the Faith in motion, and just like that, RomeRulez gonna lose this Warwick. Obelisk could potentially be thinking about popping that Fury against this Darius, excuse me. But we get swept, holding on to it, still. And that's going to be the round. Obelisk saying, let's just go to the next round. I don't want to gamble and lose here.
Yeah, it definitely taking the higher percentage play as Obelisk there. Sure, you could make a Fury come back with the Illaoi, and it's not something that we're strangers to at all. But saving the burst for another round where you can maybe enforce your game plan and then burst if it goes wrong at the outset is a lot more consistent of an option.
Charge apprehend yet again, going for that same mix. The push block coming through just in time. We're trying to retreat in guard, but we get caught. It's a full happy birthday. The break comes through from Obelisk, putting an end to that combo for Rome. We're just trying to find the next hit. Assist comes through. What an air throw off that handshake tag. Excellent reaction to the situation. How do you want to end this combo? A tag launcher into Warwick just to optimize as much as we can. Tossing Ahri back towards the other corner. Chase him down, get the throw. But you don't really get much of a follow. We look for a get-up attack. Obelisk is going to go for the wake-up button instead, forcing Rome to break.
Success 2 getting caught by the Orb of Deception. RomeRulez thinking they're maybe closer than they actually were. Allows Obelisk to get out of Ahri, back into the healthier Illaoi.
The Darius assist coming back to shoulder check the Ahri from behind. What a gank as RomeRulez now with the character advantage. Obelisk not too close to Fury. Would be able to see it on the next combo. Speaking of, RomeRulez gets it. Has 2 level 3s in the back pocket. We're trying to extend this as much as we can. Goes into level 1. You'll be able to bring Obelisk down to the ground, and you can go immediately into the Darius super to close this set out. The power of double down. Showcased by RomeRulez here with the DHC.
That is the one strength. You get an absolutely ludicrous amount of unburstable damage at the end of your roots there. We saw level 1 into level 3. That's just about a half of a character's life bar.
Alright, game 3 between these competitors. Exactly what you want to see from 2 of our front runners of this ladder bracket early on. Obelisk going to get the knockdown on the Rome. With limit strike, set up the orb. Chasing the backdash. Aerial apprehend leads into this sequence here, but we don't quite get the full pickup. The tentacle may be interfering a little bit with the Okazemi, but not sure about that. Now, trying to close the gap here. We snipe. Not able to get the confirm with Darius. Illaoi assist is there. We have the tag, but it's too far away to actually block the break. Both sides expending that resource. And now Obelisk trying to take advantage with these throws and the pressure.
Obelisk coming out on the backside of those double bursts. Able to keep the pressure going. The anti-air goes wide though. RomeRulez escapes for a moment, but thankfully the tentacle is still down, giving Obelisk that easy pickup off the capture state.
Just like that, RomeRulez back to the wall with Darius. Has to find the next hit. Obelisk will get a stray blow. Connects with that crouching medium kick. We don't need to get too fancy with it. A simple B&B will lead to Darius's demise. even tacking on the Ahri assist just for optimization's sake. And Obelisk here at set point now.
RomeRulez gotta make things happen. We've seen a couple times where if Rome's able to get a hit, that double down really puts a blow in Obelisk's team. But when it doesn't come through like RomeRulez kind of wrote up on the docket, it's real tough.
Slow playing this neutral, buying time for Warwick to regenerate a little bit of life. Oh, we slide right in there, get the next hit as well. And it kills the Warwick in the back line. We're still comboing the point Darius. And now the double down extension's coming on through. Look at this damage.
Yeah, and we're gonna go back into Ahri for the mix-up, or maybe just even more damage with the Hyper Spirit Rush. Goes wide, but that tentacle's still there.
Still there, stabbing Darius in the back, no less. And Obelisk able to find victory in this latter set, giving RomeRulez their first loss. Actually, that could be a thing because you get the PDS in there. Y'all, I need a pronunciation guide for player names. You know, y'all pick some obscure stuff. I'm just sitting here like, says the guy who goes by Mangaka. People are like, Mangaka? I'm like, yeah, sure. You know, if you want to sound like you're American saying a Japanese word. But, you know, I'm an American who picked that Japanese word. I can't possibly criticize you for that. Uh-oh, things getting a little stuttery right now as we might have a connection issue between everybody. Uh-ohs. Not like this.
Getting a little crunchy there for a second. We back?
Seems like we're back.
Alright, we're back. Immediate. Alright, we're check the connection. Okay, we're good. Alright, charge vault breaker tag.
Break comes through. Now we're kind of settled into neutral here. It's Ahri for Obelisk, nearly dead. 6-0, not finding anything just yet. But here we go, able to get the full scoop right here. This Illaoi should be going down.
Keeping it optimal with the Limit Strike Ender as well to build the resources for the next round. Starting off on the back foot at both the round starts, not really something we're used to seeing. But in that last round, Obelisk started every single one going a mile a minute. Unrelenting aggression. And being on the receiving end of it is really a departure from that.
Yeah, but now 6-0 gonna be able to take out this Illaoi. Showcasing that air throw with Vi that I mentioned way earlier. And now there's actually a bit of a run back for the two players here as Obelisk fought 6-0 about 2 months ago at the ParagOnline number 18. I think this is for 2X. Yes, it was for 2XKO. And Obelisk won that set 2-0. And so 6-0 has done a little bit of homework on Obelisk and is currently looking to take their first game off of him in tournament.
2 months, that's a whole hell of a lot of time to grind, a lot of time to study the tapes. And of course, a player like Obelisk got plenty of footage out there of all of the brackets he is entering. The download is working out here so far. That raw level 3 catch, and Obelisk is trying desperately to press out of this corner, but it's just not working out for him.
Wow, a dominant game one here from 6-0, actually. Able to just cleanly take down Obelisk. Obelisk getting up for the cap, though. One thing I will say is that 6-0 is a Brazilian player, so we did see a little bit of a connection stutter. Yeah, and Obelisk immediately go into chat, talking about the connection.
Yeah, it is one of those things that with an international, international bracket, we do have those connection issues periodically. We'll see what ends up happening with the rest of that match if we end up continuing, if it ends up getting nulled. Sometimes we have to do those things if players have particularly bad routing to each other. So please just hold on, bear with us as we work through this.
Yeah, Obelisk, mentioning that he felt like he was moving through lead. So, even though we do have like these Riot private servers and whatnot, there is still some higher ping that does come up that can affect the player's performance. That's just the nature of the beast when it comes to the internet. Data has to travel sometimes thousands of miles to communicate with each other, and that just takes extra time from them. He says, I'm going to finish the set, Because, yeah, like, yeah, psixou saying, I'm on an NA account. I don't know how to fix this. It's just the game. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, just like, you know, the consequences of opening up the brackets. Like, yeah, you get a pretty decent connection, and it's certainly better than some other games, but every now and then it just, you know, affects the players negatively. So Obelisk, you know, just being understanding, just saying, yeah, I know you're trying to play. It just is what it is. I now know where you know, what region you're in, and so I'll just have to try to make that adjustment to it. And it makes you wonder too, like, how used to this 6-0 could be just coming from Brazil and playing in a lot of these tournaments that allow that international competition. So this could be something that 6-0 is very much adjusted to. An Obelisk, more used to playing that larger American audience, might not be used to this higher ping situation. Oh, gets caught by the counter.
Yeah. And the command grab as well. That's difficult to get around in the best of conditions. Obelisk having some difficulty with it here for sure.
Trying to chase him down. The retreating guard gets blown up, but we don't actually get the combo. Overhead will connect, so Obelisk gonna drop the level 1 super, reposition the tentacle as well. Command throw immediately popped. 6-0 waits to see Obelisk commit to that air combo. The assist will trade in the background, charging the heavy just to reset pressure. Overhead again catching 6-0. Get up attack will work as Obelisk was way too close. The time winder catches Illaoi. We had to defend, but this could be a very cursed situation. I was going to say this could be a chip kill, but somehow Illaoi teleported behind Ekko. The push block on that Vi Vault Breaker, I think, forcing that situation. Obelisk very much in control right now. The roll gets caught by that 2M as Obelisk just needs to complete the combo to get his first round in the game.
Yo, listen, I know you were talking about some Ekko nerfs in the upcoming patch, but I didn't know they nerfed him by giving rewind to Illaoi. What's going on here, man?
Our way of nerfing the top tiers was to buff the other characters. Illaoi don't need buffs. You're doing great. Y'all see that TNS bracket this last week? Oh my god. All over it.
And the level 1 doing so much damage. Bringing Vi down already here, probably.
Getting caught though by the pressure. 6-0 gonna get the full Ekko combo here as Obelisk just takes the damage. Oh, he tried to get the assist extension, didn't quite get the full confirm. Obelisk now on a warpath here, putting 6-0's Ekko into the corner in a knockdown situation. It seems like Obelisk just taking that moment to breathe and kind of, you know, make peace with the netcode situation has done wonders for him as he's firmly been in control since that short break. Not able to confirm off of that full screen orb deception, but the assist comes through. Fury not going to actually reach and interact with Obelisk. We have the load connection right there, but we find the next hit, and Obelisk, as soon as they go down in the game, immediately tying it all up, so it's now 1-1. Never
underestimate the power of the good old it is what it is. Just a little bit of acceptance there goes a long way. And Obelisk, you know, he's at peace. He's at peace with the net play now, and it's showing in his gameplay for sure.
Nah, I'd adapt, he said. Well, now we're seeing the full confirm here. 6-0 gonna get the grab, bringing this Ahri down to the corner, set up a time winder, but it goes off screen. Able to delay the fall and everything like that. The Crater Maker comes through. Obelisk did not swing with the Illaoi, so we will get a punish onto this Vi, starting with that heavy. Forcing the breakout. Obelisk still holding on to his own. The tentacle intercepting the Ekko. Dagger pressures coming right on through. But good retreating guard from 6-0. Not parrying that charge down to S2. Could have been an opportunity to reset the situation. Over deception comes back, hits Vi in the back of the head like the boomerang network. Bring him on down, drop the tentacles. Obelisk just needs one more hit.
Coming through, the chip damage racking up. 6-0 trying to press out, but just losing a little bit of damage there on the Ekko, a little bit more on the Vi, and Ekko's health bar is going to be evaporated here off the back.
Yeah, 6-0 tried to push block to create space, and then I think tried to jump out, but the timing of everything, they jumped as soon as the tentacles were slapping back down, and thus it caught the jump, and now Obelisk here at set point.
Quite out of it yet. Got that anti-air, forces the burst out of Obelisk. Now we don't have that option to get away from the second combo that's got a lot more juice behind it.
Bring it down. The limit strike, Obelisk gonna jump up and escape. Faith in motion, but we're able to handshake tag. Escape that situation, but we tag to Ahri. The parry will stop the full explosion of the level 1 coming through, so Illaoi stays alive. Spirit Rush gets dealt with by the charge Vault Breaker in the back line. Frame trap, no confirm available off that counter hit. Again, Obelisk handshake tagging. Didn't go for a parry against that ball breaker this time. Ooh.
Oh, Super
no.
gets hit by the time winder.
Yeah, unfortunate overextension by Obelisk. Trying to fade back, trying to stay as hyper-mobile as possible, but psixou finds the next hit, gonna get the full combo. That's what I would have said. They tried to simplify it, but I think that you just had to go with the tried and true, like optimal route because you rehearsed it, definitely. Because now this Ahri is gonna be able to generate a little bit more time, and this means that Obelisk is slowly building up that break gauge, so he'll have it available immediately on the next round, could potentially even be thinking about dropping Fury here.
Gets one more hit. A Fury Burst mid-combo might allow for a kill on the Vi. It's just getting that hit that is so difficult. It is not so hard if the Crater Maker goes wide, though. Monko, we got Fury. We're approaching 3 bars. Obelisk could make it happen.
He's looking at this, just disengaging, making sure that we don't get clipped by the get-up attack, using the tentacles to create high-low mix-ups over and over again. Obelisk gets the next hit, just needs to keep this simple, goes into level 3, the Pixel comeback with Ahri as Obelisk. It is what it is, and it's my victory over psixou.
Keeping that record flawless, overcoming the leaden shoes that he had stepped into there.
Let's get stuff in here. Yet another Warwick today. We've been seeing a lot of that character, as well as this Ahri showing up as well. So SolveForX and RellzDaDon, let's see how things play out between our competitors. We got more unique teams, but SolveForX showcasing that infamous bleed team, the team that won Frosty Faustings, this Ekko, Illaoi, and look at that backing up. Although we don't see the freestyle fuse, we see double down instead.
Yeah, I feel like the Ekko Illaoi is one of those teams that was hugely popular in a lot of the open beta stages of the game. Kind of fell off briefly while some other characters took the spotlight, and then Bleed really showed at Frosty Faustings that this team has enormous amounts of juice behind it.
Yeah, tons of synergy between these two characters. I mean, Illaoi is such a great support character just by virtue of like her assists as well as the tentacles, both with her supers and just with what she has in play. Not to mention just being a strong character in her own right. And Ekko, of course, just massively slotting into almost any sort of pairing that you can do as, like, I would argue the #1 character in the game. You could certainly argue it whether or not it's Ekko or Yasuo, but Ekko certainly being a lot more popular as of late than Yasuo. But RellzDaDon taking down SolveForX, saying, I did my algebra homework. I know how to do this simple equation. Give me something more complex.
Yeah, you're gonna have to maybe step it up, try and get in some deeper, higher level subjects here. Maybe some calculus on this Ekko. But it requires Ekko to be able to really get anything going. So far, RellzDaDon has been pushing the envelope here with this Warwick. Dive kick after dive kick, backed up by the Spirit Rush assist, not letting SolveForX really get in.
All right, trying to find our next opportunity here. SolveForX gets cropped up and caught by RellzDaDon. Both players have never played each other in bracket before, and SolveForX relatively new to 2XKO, it seems, playing only in 7 tournaments so far, a total of 50 matches played, so early on in their fighting game career.
Berserker Barrage, the Hyper Spirit Rush as well, gonna leave SolveForX in the corner, and the throw is gonna close it out. Nice and easy here.
Yeah, RellzDaDon, so far in a good spot. Let's see if we can make short work of SolveForX in this second game as well. Again, kind of showed seeing, I think, like the downside of Double Down, where if you're not like in these advantageous situations, you're not really able to tap into that fuse. We're trying to set up, sending in the pressure here, liking the pressure so far. Low catches, but we sort of autopilot with the follow. We're able to get a good pickup here, dropping into the tentacles. And now, yeah, this is the power of Double Down, right? You got the Ekko rewind with all these tentacles in play, backing you up. It's pretty spooky. The tag launcher just going to hit raw. That's diabolical. Both players out of bar, so Double Down basically offline for both sides.
Yeah, SolveForX keeping RellzDaDon in the corner, though. That push block getting them away from the throw. RellzDaDon very close to having that meter back online. That's what really makes the double down tick. Ahri's got a bar, Warwick's got a bar. We're all back online here for both players. Spending the one on Illaoi, but not going into install. No super, nothing there.
Yeah, and SolveForX is getting caught out by the double super expenditure from Relz in that neutral. Oh, that was a curse cross up, but too far for that 2H to actually reach. We had to go for the Lariat with Ekko, cross up with a Demon Flip. Gonna give RellzDaDon the next pickup here. Certainly a more competitive round between these two players. I'm happy to see SolveForX kind of dialing in and playing a lot better this time around. The overhead connects, but there's no follow-up here. You had to go for like a full charge after image, then get the OTG with it. Or even just like the second rewind follow-up to get something cooking.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't have the breakout online there, but we're able to close out that kill on Warwick eventually. A few more interactions there, and the Wolf is taken down. It's all up to Ahri now, who has been putting in work today so far on our stream.
And you missed so many hits of that Time Winder super, actually. Like, it's a little difficult to actually fit that into some of these combos. I think SolveForX might have been better off going for the install super, running up and then getting a short combo extension instead of going for that Time Winder super. I mean, only one hit out of like 11 connected there. Maybe just the issue with timing here, but no issue there. Getting that air-to-air, SolveForX able to get around on the board.
That is kind of the one awkward thing about Illaoi with Double Down, is that the S2 super is fantastic. You get those tentacles, you get the tag, awesome. But the S1 super doesn't VHC super cleanly into a whole lot of things. If you saw that Time Winder, you only got a couple of hits. A lot of supers will whip outright because it throws them so far away that it can require a bit more finesse to actually line up the setups the way you want them to go.
Here we go, getting the full Warwick B&B. I'm gonna chuck this Illaoi away from the corner, but we do got double down. Gonna be able to tag into Ahri to keep this combo going. Not quite finishing it with a limit strike or anything like that, so SolveForX gets a hit, forces the breakout. Air throw, though, excellent reaction from RellzDaDon. Unfortunately, we don't quite have the full confirm online just yet.
The Spirit Orb there to block Illaoi's approach, but unfortunately RellzDaDon just going for a couple of overheads that whiffed, and SolveForX is able to get into that Ekko, push him back to the corner, stuff out the Ahri assist, and we got the tentacle pressure. Duncan Ahri once, dunk her twice. Warwick as well can join in on the fun and get supered straight out the game.
SolveForX making a good comeback here after losing game one so definitively. Spirit Rush though from RellzDaDon gets SolveForX to drop break. We catch him, not quite able to get the confirm. It was just a little awkward on that height, so 5 heavy didn't reach the parry way too soon. As RellzDaDon just creates a huge gap on that offense, catches SolveForX flinching, and now it's up to this Ekko to find one more hit on Ahri.
That one touch, but Ahri could still make it work. She's got 2 bars, and Ahri can spend those super efficiently. The Helm Breaker stopping any hopes of a run back there for RellzDaDon.
All right, all of a sudden we got a set between our scrappy players here. All right, big start here for SolveForX, who certainly has been getting a lot more comfortable as time has gone on. Able to jump out of that Warwick. Could have gone for a jump down heavy there, but instead goes for the Faith in Motion. Not quite able to get these Ekko combos to come together. No whip punish, but we do catch the jump. Full extension here for RellzDaDon. SolveForX spends the break at the top, pushing Ahri into the corner. Well timed.
We got that counter hit 2S. Able to get the full confirm off of it into the super. The break as well keeps the combo going. The Helmbreaker almost gets a reset, but Ahri is able to Spirit Rush straight out, deletes all the tentacles, gets a hit, and Ekko is down for the count if we don't drop.
We dropped it twice even. We have the double down, but the parry finally coming through. Able to catch that situation. RellzDaDon goes for it again, has the Ahri to follow up.
With the Spirit Orb of Deception, get a little bit more confirm there, but we are fumbling all these confirms left, right, and center. So much damage being left on the table on both sides.
But it only takes one last hit to take out that Illaoi. Overhead from Warwick comes through. Should just be a simple B&B to take out this Ekko. RellzDaDon now at set point.
After having an unfortunate previous game there that went to SolveForX way, RellzDaDon locking it up a little bit, able to get the hits where they matter. And even though we're stuck in this corner, able to bust out with the super.
And we bait out the get-up attack as well. SolveForX spends the break. Ekko gets sniped, but it's Illaoi who we're after here. Oh, the retreating guard gets crushed, but no confirm. But this time we're able to go into the Spirit Rush. Not able to kill because we don't have meter for the double down follow-up. Escape from the Faith in Motion. Warwick assist catches. Able to get the full confirm as well, thanks to the tag. Rel's back in control, it seems.
Got most of the Bloodlust gauge built up here for the Warwick. Pressing out is SolveForX. Not afraid of that Demon Flip M at all.
Nah, I mean, that Spirit Rush, though, almost creating a happy birthday situation. Just raw supers here as we set up the tentacles and the install. We clear them all out, install ticking down, just about to expire. So SolveForX able to just basically buy himself a bit of breathing room with those supers. Lock that mix up yet again. The command throw not going to reach. Illaoi comes through, finds that Warwick, but we don't finally optimize the combo. We went for that 2H launcher way too soon. Doesn't matter, we get the next hit. SolveForX scrapping to stay alive here. Drops the super yet again. Timewinder as well to immediately catch this Ahri. The tentacle barely trying to sabotage this combo. SolveForX not able to complete the Warwick as this comes through, catches him, will break, be online in time to save this Ekko.
Oh no, I think it's close. Doesn't quite. Ekko's down for the count here. Illaoi will have break as an option. Have to spend it immediately though.
Yeah, just did not hold that mix, but the multiple overheads come through, and that is it. RellzDaDon able to take it 2-1 over SolveForX in a scrappy set full of a lot of drop confirms. I think things just got a little panicky for the players. They didn't really have
Character variety in our diet here.
Mr. Choopy, please come in and gatekeep. That would be hilarious. That's the fun part. You can be a little spoiler for some bracket runs in here. Now, this important set for RedRiotRoss as well, and RomeRulez. Yeah, all the R's in this match. I mean, it's going to be a tongue twister here. RomeRulez is 4-1. If RedRiotRoss beats him here, then he will tie his record, or their records together, to 4-2. But RomeRulez could stand out above the rest, or most of the rest, with a 5-1 record. He takes down RedRiotRoss right here, but certainly looking good. Ross gonna spend the Fury here in round 1. Believes in this Jinx against like this nearly full health team. No conversion off that jump M, blocking the overhead. No Fury dash cancel as well. We just basically accepted a punish potentially coming through. The parry not going to reach in time as RomeRulez firmly in control now.
Wake up attack, dash cancel, get off of me, gets the turn back, but that Demon Flip medium for RomeRulez, getting it 2 hits in a row. Level 3 gonna come down, not even. We're just gonna go into that double down sequence.
All right, let's see how things progress here. And so Ross went very aggressive, trying to just make what he could out of those situations. The push block coming through at an unfortunate time, and we could have potentially punished that Warwick overhead. Granted, RomeRulez did have the assist in the back pocket, so he could have always made it safe or frame trapped or something like that with it. 2H going to whiff as Warwick dives in on that Darius. Advancing in, Jinx not able to create the opening just yet, using a lot of the Warwick runs to be projectile immune. Happy birthday comes through from RoseRulez as we side swap against RedRiotRoss's team. Keeping this happy birthday going for as long as possible, and double down is going to result in a huge amount of damage.
Overhead gets blocked. We're still in there. RedRiotRoss not blocking low. Has to burst, and Jinx is getting caught on the way out. Bleed now applied to the Darius. Nothing to get around this chip. RomeRulez needs to get a hit, or tries to get the block.
Resets. We didn't actually complete the combo. Warwick fell out. That's the word. And Ross actually going to put the pressure on to RomeRulez' Darius right now. But still not quite there yet. We're respecting the Warwick plays. We jump out, but not able to punish that command throw. RomeRulez able to win this game 1 pretty freely. RedRiotRoss gonna have to make some adjustments here in this game 2. I think we got a little overzealous in round 1 with that Fury on Jinx. The mix-ups not quite finding their mark either.
Quite making it there. But this time we got Darius in. Able to get the bleed on, get that trap out. And alright, raw 2H, that works, sure.
Yeah, we were trying to pilot through a combo, and because we had the counter hit, like the inputs just came out at an awkward timing for both players, and Ross able to win out with that 2H. Air with the apprehend. Gonna get a limit strike, trap is in place. Setting him up here, creating more pressure. But we're retreating guard against those dash heavies. 2H against an empty jump in. Forcing the whole situation, OTGing, blocking that overhead yet again, but no punish available to RedRiotRoss. It is frame tight for Darius with that 7-frame jab.
Ooh! Got the confirm off of that fadeaway jump medium. Great stuff there from Ross.
Air to air going that way, unbelievable. This level 3 could actually kill.
Not that much scaling on it, just a couple buttons, but yeah, Darius is a healthy boy. Not quite down for the count until the Darius from Ross's team comes in and cleans it up.
All right, RedRiotRoss around on the board. Evading all this pressure, no punish available against that apprehend, but we parry. In retaliation, block the overhead yet again, no punish. But we whiff punish there thanks to that retreating guard. 2H comes through, again, showcasing that freestyle fuse. RedRiotRoss able to access that handshake tag multiple times in neutral to set up easy reaction. No punish on the sweep. And this time, RedRiotRoss gonna get the full combo here, tagging into the Jinx. We have the trap to extend the combos. And again, like RedRiotRoss kind of doing things that you expect from Double Down Fuse, but just taking advantage of some of the properties on Jinx's toolkit to basically give him Double Down when he doesn't need to actually use Double Down.
Yeah, getting those extensions off the traps, especially when they are, you know, shock enhanced, so you get a whole lot of extra hits on them. There's Darius so many more opportunities there.
Yeah, retreat back, the super assist gonna get sniped out. Charge heavy, not quite reaching, but this will as we cleave through Warwick. Trying to find the next opportunity here. Push block, we jump out, but the Darius assist will tag Ross's Darius. And now RomeRulez should be able to get the kill. And get into full bloodlust, I think, after this super.
Yep, just about getting us on the round start pop here, get to assess the situation. What's Ross going for? Just a quick backdash and gets caught on the dome.
That was an ambitious fury as well. RomeRulez just skipping all the projectiles with that Berserker slash. Ross should be losing the Jinx in the round here for just not blocking that situation out.
Even through that fury damage reduction, RomeRulez able to close it out. Now Rome's got full break meter, has the set point as well. Close it out right here.
Able to get this pick up and confirm as well. We freestyle handshake tag back to the Jinx, just setting up some rocket oki. Dash low after the charge heavy, doing a lot of damage to this Warwick. But there we go, projectile ignorance.
Burst out from RomeRulez, saves that Warwick, and charge JH from Darius. Such a brolic button.
But we drop the combo, and RedRiotRoss able to fly back in with that forward tech, get the aerial reset, sending the trap forward, creating all these situations. I'm not even sure what side any of that hit on. Ross tags into Jinx, not gonna be able to get the kill, but we do get the limit strike, chase the roll back, and tag him with the bolts as well. RomeRulez gonna have to do it again with this Warwick, but it's a mountain to climb for sure.
That's a mountain, and there are no paths forward here for RomeRulez. The chip damage keeps racking up. RellzDaDon has so much meter. That's a go next angle for sure.
All right, and just like that, Riot, or Red, I should say, able to tie up our game count, one apiece. Rome gonna have to show us what dog they got in them with this Warwick to force a final game here. Ross is playing it a bit slow. The anti-air gets a happy birthday as well. Again, using that screen freeze to see Rome's advantage, or rather his advancement. And we're just gonna cash out as much damage as we can on both of these characters. We chase the air throw, not gonna breach it, but this far M, 5M does.
Doesn't quite get the roll out though with that delayed throw. Jinx able to get back, but RedRiotRoss has to use that burst if we want to get out of this situation.
Another drop on the combo, retreating guard, being used to good effect. Sweep, no punish. Just taking too long to cancel out of that block stun. A little bit of chip damage on Darius. Aerial apprehend, going to give Darius a turn. The push guard going to cost Darius some life. The low catches Jinx as well. Ross flinching in that situation as Rome now not gonna be able to get the kill, I don't think. Unless we can push this combo as far as we can. We're about to build level 3 on Darius in the back pocket. Doesn't build during the super. Level 1 just might be enough.
Yeah, get the headless. Able to beat the killing blow there for Jinx. And 5M is the name of the game here for Darius. Rome is just better.
Alright, final potential round here as Rome is at set point. Ross gonna switch things up. Use Jinx in the back line. It has Darius up front, tagging on a lot of damage. We're gonna get that extra zap hit stun, but we don't finish the combo as Ross again being punished for another important drop. Oh, but the bullets come through, catching this Warwick. So Ross stabilizing the combo. Tag launcher into Jinx, should be able to finish with a limit strike here. Chases the roll, punishes it as well.
Whew. Throw KOs the Warwick. Down a character with barely a scratch on the team, exactly where RedRiotRoss wants to be here. This goes wide, push block comes through, and great parry on the first one, but over ambitious on the second.
Yeah, now Rome out of meter with Darius, just crosses that 1-bar threshold during this combo. Ross building up that limit. Charge heavy catches, and Rome now feeling the pressure, gonna go for his own hero fury, but Ross, having been punished for that so many times before, gives that treatment back to Rome as we're going into a final round here. Ross with a big break advantage.
Heartbreaker there for RomeRulez. Having to spend that fury, tried to make it happen, but was immediately shut down. RedRiotRoss now here at the resource advantage, but getting parried is not where you want to be.
Another drop from Rome, though. Taking advantage here, push guard to create some pressure. Nice anti-air there from RedRiotRoss, again showcasing the power of handshake tag. Chasing the roll yet again, back throw. Not able to get it punished because, you know, back throw has less advantage frames. The tackle comes through, we are defending. No parry on that charge apprehend, don't blame this since you do have that variance in timing. The low comes through, not able to get it confirmed, but we block the overhead yet again as Rome gonna lose this Warwick.
We're gonna be down for the count. It's all up to the lone Darius facing a fairly healthy team with plenty of resources behind it. Air throw connects, we get the OTG, and level 3 here to chunk this Darius's life bar.
Ross gonna invest tons of meter to get tons of damage as well. One more touch is all Ross needs to take out Darius. We get a counter hit in the sky. Crossing up as well by handshake tagging back to the Jinx. We have the zap. We just need to run forward, Jinx, I think, to complete that combo. Charge heavy works out. Ross spends his break right now. The fireball comes through. Rome goes for a desperate fury, gets blocked out, and Ross able to reverse sweep and take victory over Rome, tying their records 4-2.
Yeah, RomeRulez stuck in
Premier. Meanwhile, RellzDaDon still rocking Double Down and Ahri, so we're going to see how things are going to progress.
We are starting with the Yasuo on point for MIKU. Not having the head-to-head wolves on the outset of the match here. RellzDaDon very quickly going into the Ahri. That slide tag there. That opportunity. The S2 connects, but unfortunately the Yasuo confirmed doesn't quite follow through.
Overhead gonna miss. There we go. Actually able to find something there. And yeah, just the pressure coming through as MIKU, able to get the extension off that throw. Keeping it simple with the limit strike.
It's really all you need. Like, yeah, we've seen RellzDaDon go for those maximum spiders in neutral so often. Because it's such an awkward super to punish, right? I know I've seen a whole lot of threads on Twitter lately about, alright, this is how you punish it. Really trying to spread awareness for it, but I don't think they've quite caught on, you know, in a way that everyone can do it yet.
Yeah, but we chase the roll. Relz just needs one more hit on this Warwick. Looks for a get-up attack or some kind of reversal. Tackle, not going to be the option I think Relz wanted there. Spends the break very early too, doesn't want to give MIKU any sort of opportunity and pressure here. The trade does come through, so while RellzDaDon is up the round, MIKU has the big break advantage to start up the second round.
Yeah, it's going to depend on who gets the first solid hit here. Break could come through pretty quickly. We saw MIKU spend the break very, very early in the last round, even though, you know, the hit wasn't quite as solid. This time, RellzDaDon was able to continue that combo, so a great burst there from MIKU. hit. There's the wall bounce and a quick limit strike there.
Alright, the side swap as well going to work out for MIKU. Plenty of resources available as well. I think if you push this combo as far as you can get a kill. Does so at the very end. Going to drop to level 3.
Hate to have to spend the 2 extra bars on such a small sliver of health, but hey, a dead character is worth its weight in gold. It's always good to spend.
Quite true, and I think MIKU might have been able to get a kill for 1 bar had we gone for like an assist extension with Warwick, but I can also respect just trying to keep the Yasuo up front, keeping it as simple as possible, reducing the risk of dropping it some of those situations, because after all, the combo you don't drop is the most optimal one. And now MIKU is going to be able to get this hit, cornering this furied up Warwick. Speaking of, eat this level 3.
Oh, level 3 with Fury behind it. Now RellzDaDon in Bloodlust. Let me see the overhead.
Oh, wait, and just baiting out that parry, looking for any sort of get-up attack, and there we go. The assist going to catch RellzDaDon, able to snipe out a victory here with the Warwick in the 1v2. Excellent comeback.
I love for RellzDaDon gets into Bloodlust, Berserker slash whip. All right, let me call assist Berserker slash again. Ah, that time we got it. Let's go.
Genius neutral.
Warwick's still in it. MIKU bursting to save Warwick. Great block there, but we're into Ahri to keep it safe.
All right. Pull the fireball as well from Ahri, actually coming out, stuffing. The next option here is RellzDaDon, coasting on that momentum for the previous round victory. Double down, going to be able to get the simple kill here.
Got a pretty good amount of Bloodlust as well for the Warwick. Could be a threat if MIKU is able to stay alive long enough to see it through.
Yeah, both players have yet to encounter each other in a bracket, so it's their first time playing, at least in this context. MIKU getting caught. Gonna have to spend the break here. Doesn't have a single bar or meter between their characters. So no parry available, no double down access either. We try to throw Yasuo out of that cross-up, but alas, it's a little too slow. We get frame trapped. MIKU trying to push this combo as far as we can to get the kill. And yet again, we're gonna see the level 3 expenditure.
Yeah, had the assist again, but like we were talking about earlier, right? The combo that kills the character, the combo that you don't drop is the one that you always want to go for there when a character's life is on the line.
And even there too, like, some of that assist extension would have come with a handshake tag, and with Warwick dead there, you wouldn't have been able to get a whole lot out of that. So I can again respect just like going for like the simple routes that you know is going to work. So good tournament awareness, tournament safe combos from MIKU. But ooh, the air-to-air catching on this Ahri. Oh, but we didn't let her fall low enough to the ground to actually get that full follow-up. Trying to send out like this tornado. Push guard, but timed perfectly, so we deal with the cross-up. We gotta bait those options out before we go for some of those committal mix options. The air throw not quite reaching. RellzDaDon just playing a masterful game of keep away.
Yeah, it's forced to spend the Fury Burst there. Doesn't want to lose the Ahri off the back of that air throw. At this point, MIKU can be the one playing keep away. RellzDaDon spotted the health lead there for MIKU. Tried to hold forward, but a tornado was the only thing waiting for him.
Excellent comeback there from MIKU, just finding that optimal hit. Meltside starting off with very little in terms of break gauge. The tornado once again stopping RellzDaDon's advance. We go for a simple tag launcher, bring in Warwick.
Get a nice mid-screen knockdown here. Plenty of advantage on the Oki. What's it gonna be? Demon Flip blocked. Great awareness there from Relz.
I love the handshake tag there too. We saw that the Warwick overhead got blocked, so we just switched back to our R to make sure we were safe. The throw gets crushed by that overhead.
This will not quite put us in Bloodlust, but very, very close here on MIKU's Warwick.
Blocking the overhead, punish as well for MIKU. Waking up to RellzDaDon's mix-ups.
They're gonna be able to kill here. Doesn't have an assist, no tag launcher available. Chasing down the roll, but not able to get the punish off of it. Just got Bloodlusted up Warwick, a hit on the assist, but no full confirm to take out the Wolf.
But the chip kill does, even though we dropped that combo on the cross-up, we still find victory. MIKU with a huge life lead. RellzDaDon, though, a second away from having Fury. What movement, though? Oh, with the Warwick anti-air forces that Fury out from RellzDaDon defensively. The fireball, though, stopping the advantageous situation. Oh, good lord, this neutral's gonna go crazy. And freestyle handshake tag, baby.
Getting hit on both sides of it. RellzDaDon getting counter on the wake up, trying to press a button. It's not gonna work out here. It's all Warwick all the time for MIKU as she ties it up 1-1.
All right, it's all tied up yet again for our competitors here.
Get the double down sequence of Warwick. Able to get that second super. MIKU's Warwick is bleeding.
Alright, bold pick up here again for MIKU. Trying to equalize this life deficit. Ending this with the Bloodlust as well, just to stack it up on Warwick. And taking the opportunity to handshake tag with Yasuo. It gets crossed up by the handshake tag. Full pick up here from Relz. And take this Yasuo into the corner, dropping it. Definitely a misinput, but you got double down to save you.
Overhead blocked, but the low unfortunately catching MIKU's ankles. RellzDaDon able to get another hit. Doesn't have the meter to really make anything of it. Has to just settle for another Oki situation.
Yeah, but we'll settle for a kill on Yasuo as well. A little bit of extra credit on Warwick, so RellzDaDon just needs one more interaction. There you go, and all of a sudden it's set point.
Very, very close here. RellzDaDon tasting the victory as our header is winding down in the time. Trying to get these last few wins here to make a shot for top 8.
We try to escape there, but we just get sandwiched, taking the turn. Go for the low sweep. Maximum into the double down just to escape that situation. 2 bars to reset the neutral. Spirit. No, that's illegal. That trap the Warwick like that? I think so.
Both gets the hit. We get a second one with the super. Chip damage is going to become important here for the Yasuo. MIKU having to tag out. I guess have that white life back, but a beautiful bait on the burst. The patience there from MIKU is exquisite.
2H from Yasuo, stabilizing off that confirm as well. Tag launcher back into Warwick. You could definitely do a lot more with Yasuo's 2H confirms, but we still find the next mix-up. And we're going to cash out into the super just to generate as much bloodlust as we can off of the dead Warwick. I like the choice.
Great there, and Bloodlust especially useful against Ahri here as her neutral relying so heavily on her projectiles like that Air Fox fire. MIKU's relying on a run up overhead to catch Rell asleep at the wheel.
Dropping the over deception as we call it assist. Yasuo not going to get killed. We're blocking these overheads, dealing with the mix-up pretty well. As we're just looking for the next opportunity to jump in. Handshake tag and set up a chip kill from afar. Well done by MIKU. It's now set point.
Now having the chance, like you said, to take this over Relz. Relz needs these wins to try and make a top 8 placement happen. I'm not quite sure where MIKU is in the standings. Trying to find that out real quick. 2-2. So not thinking that a top 8 contention is in the cards for MIKU, but could certainly play spoiler here.
Now, able to run underneath that Warwick, get the cross up with the 5M. Full combo and launch, gonna go in the tag launcher yet again. Maximum Spider, Maximum Wolf, Maximum Wesker, whatever you like to nickname it. Tick throw is what we call that, and MIKU, carrying out RellzDaDon, might be able to win from here.
Be very close to it. Gonna build up the last of that bloodlust. Not quite as the tag out came through. So rapid slash never fails. MIKU getting the hit, getting the KO here after the bloodlust and the OTG, and sure to be getting the set off the back of the suit. Excellent
and well done by MIKU, able to make the comeback possible. It's the Yasuo Ekko, the dreaded duo, up against Ekko Darius. Let's get it on.
Yo, we were talking earlier about Raw Helmbreaker is still putting in work here.
I can't use it right. I Raw Helmbreaker, I get anti-aired. I'm like, damn it.
Replay going wide. We just trying to make something happen, trying to make something stick, but just gonna have to burst and tag out into Yasuo.
Looking for that break as well. RoseFace not gonna give it until we see the guaranteed moment. 2H completely gonna whiff, so RoseFace gets a punish on this Yasuo. Gonna be a good grip of damage. As we get the limit strike finisher. Overhead immediately, diabolical.
You ever just stand there and think, yeah, it's time, let me swing it overhead. There's no way he's gonna expect an overhead after nothing.
Mental stack, now taking advantage of that in fighting games, and now RoseFace able to take down Squegee in round 1. Slight break advantage over to Squegee. We'll see how we play with it at the start of this round.
Squegee having a round 1 that really felt like they were playing entirely in responsive. Weren't really able to take much agency for themselves. Had to play around what RoseFace was putting out. But this is a departure from that for sure. Squegee able to get the game plan going. We got the limit strike, we got the wind wall, the tornado catches RoseFace pressing 2.
But we didn't quite get the full pickup and kill. We will find it here as Ekko still out after being tagged. Not quite able to get the order of our Time Winder combo correctly. We should have 2H first and then summoned our Time Winder. Did it in reverse order. Here comes RoseFace now, finding the mash. Gonna take Squegee toward this other coast. We try to go for the overhead yet again, but we react to it, able to block it out. 5M will whiff punish, and that's a dead Ekko.
They got Fury for RoseFace, got nearly 3 bars. 1 touch is all it's gonna be for this Yasuo between death and pretty close.
Just like that, RoseFace able to make the 1v2 comeback, not even needing to spend that Fury at any given moment. Squegee gonna have to go back to the drawing board here. We're able to make some adjustments, like react to that overhead the second time around. It just try to pick the wrong buttons in some of the wrong situations. Here we go, though. Great start to the round. Happy birthday. Letting the combo fall, I think on purpose, scouting out for a break, but RoseFace, again, just staying cool, waiting for a break-safe moment, but not having the Ekko confirm on lockdown. Things get a little crazy, but it's Yasuo, baby. He can find his way.
Oh, he certainly can. Stabilizes the combo, picks up the second one in a bit of an awkward tag scenario there that RoseFace presented. It's all in a day's work for 2XKO's golden boy here.
Yeah, but we're running simple pressure. We 2H the dash up this time. The RoseFace, I mean, we've seen the comeback with Darius before. We're about to see repeat performances and encore in this concert. Oh, not quite. Steel Tempest reaches. We're going to stabilize, make sure we get the pickup thanks to the Time Winder super. Added on a second time. Tag launcher. And this is a level 3 kill.
Oh yeah, doesn't even need it. Those 2 bars were just there for the extra threat, saying, listen, if I needed it, I had all the juice I could have.
All right, Squegee coming alive on some of these confirms, keeping things simple with the Ekko. Time Winder Oki. We catch, but RoseFace just takes the hit to the face. Jump in, not quite leaving to a full combo. Retreating guard just puts you deeper into the corner, my friend. Steal the corner just to rewind back and steal to the other side. RoseFace under duress has to break to stop some of the pressure. But the best counterplay to Ekko is your own Ekko. Hit his Time Winder back at him.
Time Winder of his own. Squegee firing back in a huge way here in game 2. Gets past the DP of Darius as well. The cross up, the rewind. Breaking angles left, right, and center.
Gonna get the classic extension here. Too high though for that super to reach. We want to go for it because it does more damage. But here we go, RoseFace gonna get the punish. Squegee not too worried yet, holding on that break. I don't think you need to spend in this round unless things go amazingly askew. And there you go, a push block. Let Squegee whip punish, and all of a sudden we're tied up in games.
When Squegee was able to get the initiative there in game 2, it really was turned into a game of momentum between these two players. I mean, game 1 was all RoseFace, game 2 all Squegee. We're seeing another round start happy birthday visions of game 2, and I'm not liking what they look like for RoseFace's prospects.
But RoseFace finds the anti-air yet again, is even able to side correct so that we keep the combo. Go for that medium to M just to catch Squegee trying to jump or parry high or something. And now RoseFace should have a kill on this Yasuo. Jumps, gets a side swap for the fireball and headless, maintaining the corner. Very smart routing. As Squegee now has to make this happen with a solo Ekko, but yet another anti-air. And we're going to go for the Hero Fury immediately into getting dunked.
With this Darius damage output, it barely matters that that Fury damage reduction is coming through. Sit you down with the limit strike, we got the combo throw, and good night, Squegee. Fury is not even going to run out before this combo ends.
Damn. Squegee thought he was in, dropping that Fury that early. Now has to go in the second round without that break resource. Starting off with a 2H again, super clean, but not able to stabilize into a full happy birthday confirm. Ekko time winder neutral play, both sides interacting with each other. The apprehend catching both characters. It's RoseFace's time for a happy birthday. And we're taking both this Yasuo and Ekko into the corner.
We're keeping both in the combo. The link into the DP, the headless there, taking off both of them. It's tragedy here for Squegee.
Tragedy striking double there. That overhead follow-up didn't even combo for RoseFace. That was just a plain reset as Squegee loses the Ekko. Trying to go for these things, but RoseFace says, I'm just going to jump back. Like, you're solo Yasuo going for these stance cancels and pressures at the same time. Now I'm going to mix up my defensive choices. DP, that's it. Lights out. 2 dominant games for RoseFace. Only interrupted by Squegee having a moment of dominance.
But we are going to see that action coming out. Backdash round start from both players. Squegee wants to build some distance and play a surprisingly reserved opener compared to what we saw from them earlier on stream.
I mean, you know, things get a little different once you get into that top 8. It's like, oh shoot, I'm with the rest of the best. I gotta bring my best. Starting off so far, able to dash in, punish that break. Again, showcasing the power of that freestyle fuse. We handshake tag to the Ekko in order to convert off of the assist. We see the roll, and we actually get a very cursed side swap there, going for that down S2 follow-up with the volatile afterimage. And now Squegee should be able to get the full kill here. Tag launcher into Yasuo, keep things nice and simple, drop it into the level 1, and that's a dead Darius.
Keeping it simple, keeping it clean. That, the cross-up off of that break was definitely not what RomeRulez nor I were expecting from that sequence there from Squegee. Catching him flat-footed a bit there. Helmbreaker catches, but we're not able to fully confirm off of it.
All right, trying to create the offense right here. Double overheads, but no confirm from it. The throw does come through. We set up the mix. Gonna bait out the get-up attack with the time winder, but because we got hit out of it, no confirm or follow-up was available at that moment. Rome trying to get as much damage as we can, drops the super, gets the throw anyway.
Oh, overhead comes through, catches Squegee jumping. We get the super, backed up by the super assist of Darius, and it kills. Hanging on to that burst, trying to make something of it, but the face of 2 supers worth of damage, you just have to hold it till next round. And they're kind of probably kicking themselves a little bit for the way that round ended.
All right, now trying to find the next opportunity here. Rome does get sniped out of the sky, forced to break. Oh, but we didn't get away from that Darius. Squegee just eats that raw 5M starter. And I mean, RomeRulez with a double down fuse should be able to tack on enough damage to get the kill here.
Got the crumble state from that Warwick tackle even after the headless. Just so much damage piling up onto this Ekko, man.
Low key, I'm actually curious if that particular setup even required double down, because like the Warwick assist I think came out before we went into that super flash. So you could have called that assist without another fuse, and then, you know, the super was done when you went for the fireball. I don't think you need double down for that combo, but I'm curious if you do.
It's a sick setup regardless.
It is.
And RomeRulez getting the hella mileage off of it. That second round was all Rome.
Now, going into game number 2, Squegee. I mean, we saw this before. They lost game 1 in their one ladder appearance just to make a great comeback and full control in game number 2. Currently trying to control the screen with the assist and time winders. The time winder actually catching the dive from Warwick, but we don't quite have the confirm on deck just yet. Excellent retreating guard from Rome. It's going to cause that 5M to whip. We're going to get a full punish. Now this is double down.
Oh yeah, it certainly is. Not quite close enough to the corner to get that fishhook expansion to go the ground bounce, nor the limit strike either. Just gonna have to be content with a burst for the positioning, but Squegee gets the hit right after.
There we go, we're getting the Ekko combos, is what I would say. We didn't jump forward at all. Not quite able to confirm for the Yasuo assist. I think Ekko might have been in a better position, still with punishing the bite. Thanks to that jump over, JL. Spectator things get a little weird from us, but we see that, you know, the combo was completed, Warwick died, and now RomeRulez making the fight with Darius, and we've seen this comeback many a times, but I knuckles.
2M push blocked, wants to get some space. Yasuo working with that space beautifully and 2Hing with ease there.
Counter hit, but things get a little awry for Squegee. We are going to break to keep the Ekko in. Time winder just to control neutral. 2H gets blocked. 5M will interrupt the cancel. RomeRulez probably going to let this combo go through. Yeah, and Squegee trying to end it earlier just to deny the Fury. It was an option for RomeRulez, but doesn't choose to go for it, instead opting to hold on to that resource for the next round.
Yeah, could have made it happen, certainly, with the damage output of Darius, but the neutral would, of course, have been very difficult to navigate up against the intact duo there from Squegee. This duo, not quite as intact, as Yasuo has taken quite a bit of punishment. Ekko as well, getting a little chip off the shoulder.
Yeah, well, now we're taking the whole block off of that chip as Rome kills the Yasuo. Ekko in the 1v2. Again, excellent retreating guards, causing these whiff normals. And so now Rome should be able to get the kill for this, I think. Again, we're seeing that same setup into maximum damage here. This Ekko's gone.
Oh my god, it's hell. It's hell. It's so much damage. That's the thing that whenever like Darius or Vi in particular on screen, I am always incredulous at the damage output of teams that utilize those two characters. They just juice the numbers up so high.
See if Squegee can retaliate in kind. Has to make every single opportunity count. Their combos. Not able to chase the roll. I think we're not using the dash macro in those situations, because that should just be tracking if you are using that tool and resource. Okay, we keep dropping these super follow-ups, but it works out as RomeRulez techs forward into the time winder we threw out. So now it's a Darius yet again in a 1v2. Squegee gonna be able to pick up a combo here with Yasuo. Nice chase, you dash forward level 3.
Yeah, also just good. Yep, there it is, just like you called it.
Still not enough. Chip kill though, definitely gonna be a factor. We try to parry to deny it.
Huh?
Raw 5H, you just mashed at 5H. You know what I bet that was? I bet Squegee was pressing parry, which is in the game light and heavy. That's the macro. You know, if you find the macro, that's the 2 buttons you're pressing. And because Squegee didn't have any meter because they just used the level 3, the higher priority button came out. So I think that parry attempt just worked out for Squegee by virtue of Rome going for the fully charged apprehend. Bit of a cursed situation. Just like that spectator fast forward.
Oh, always fun when we get a little bit of instant transmission here in our broadcast. Squegee gonna be the one who's winning it for sure. The tag into Yasuo, the limit strike as well, everything you could ask for here.
Jumping, trying to run the offense here, catching with the counter hit on the low. Squegee in firm control. RomeRulez gonna have to again try to make something happen with this Darius. Ooh, big anti-air against that hub splitter breaker.
Rage got the Warwick assist to continue the combo. A second headless. We get even more? No, not quite.
But we bait out that get-up attack, and that's enough to get the kill with the punish. Dash forward, get caught by that Darius 5M. Tons of damage here. I don't think we get the kill on Yasuo, but we're gonna get damn near close. Guess we're game after this.
Get another extension. We get limit strike too. Oh my god!
I was wrong. I was wrong. I thought the combo ended like after that super assist. I didn't realize it could keep going. That was my problem. So I missed that extra 2 hits of damage that Rome was able to get out. But massive turnaround yet again, making it work with the Darius.
Great blocks on the freestyle sequence there, but the teleport comes through, connects. 3 overheads?
3 of them in a row. No punters on that last one. I think we had the opportunity for it. Squegee now getting the Ekko combos online. Tags into Yasuo. Should be a limit strike finisher. Dash up low, catches RomeRulez, walking back again. Squegee, you've been in this position before. Can you close it out?
Last time it was looking pretty good for Squegee, but that Darius was able to chop through the ranks. Again, we're in a position where that could be on the table. Burst forced out, you don't want to eat that juicy happy birthday.
No, you don't. But we do get this juicy 2H to come through as well. You also have 3 bars in the back pocket. That's why we tag immediately into him, just to get this kill on Darius, just to end the combo as soon as we can. And Squegee is going to force us into a final game, final round. Until we get to the finals, all these sets are still 1st to 2.
Top 4 is when we get to the 1st to 3 scenario, so you're going to have to fight a few rounds to earn that privilege here. RomeRulez and Squegee are fighting tooth and nail to get there.
Nice escape, getting underneath, rather over the Ekko, thanks to that little dive from Warwick. So RomeRulez gets the punish off the Darius assist, sets up the Warwick, diabolical Okies at me, and Squegee probably losing this Ekko here.
Yeah, you get into the tag launcher, you get the super as well. I'm gonna opt for this version to keep the corner instead of the OTG into Berserker Barrage for the Bloodlust. Would much rather the positioning in this case.
Yep. Check throw. Squegee just crumbling apart here as Rome is making every single hit count, but we do drop the combo. Ekko assist comes through. Yasuo not quite locking onto the Darius correctly. 2H will connect and come through. RomeRulez could bring him down, builds a level 3. That is it. Squeegee's top 8 run ends here as Rome advances on to lose his quarterfinal.
The Noxian Guillotine chopping off the end of that bracket run there for Squegee. Very nicely done. RomeRulez will move on to fight the
next top 8 set featuring yet another Warwick.
We gotta do something about all these R names. When we had the RedRiotRoss versus RomeRulez earlier, I got destroyed. My tongue got twisted so bad, and it's gonna happen again.
No, you don't. Try this. Now get
Ross try to block this heroic sequence. Or it worked out successfully in the end. Able to get into Darius, able to get those trap sequences through. You get the extra hits done if you need it, but not in this case. Overhead there from RellzDaDon. Able to dip on in there with the Ahri. Even though Warwick might be down, we still got a whole lot of damage here, spending the level 3. I don't think it's quite going to be enough to take out the rest of this Darius health bar, but it will put him on life support at the very least. We're coming, chasing that Ahri down the whole length of the screen. You could try and run, but you can't hide.
No, you cannot. Ross up the round here. It's a little bit of a trade. Runs it with the overhead with Darius, but no backup. Again, that charge heavy coming out from him. Overhead, he's just sort of mixing between these options. Tries to contain the Warwick, gets sandwiched though between the assists, able to react and block out the situation at the very least. Still, Rel's gonna cash out with the Spirit Fire, taking Ross' Jinx to the other corner. We jump out, able to block the string. Sandwich between the assists, but the rocket catches the wolf. And so Ross was gonna get a full pickup here until the break comes through, ending it.
Excellent use of that J2S, or S2 there from Jinx. Shooting the rocket down to catch the cross under from RellzDaDon. Beautiful stuff.
Oh, he intercepted the Warwick, and Ross actually panicked. He thought he got clipped by that assist, and not realizing he hit it, so the break already came out. Bit of an unfortunate reflex there, but fortunately for Ross, he gets the full pickup right here. Has the Darius assist to extend. Headless, but we don't quite get the traps to connect, so Zari's gonna live until the fireballs clash? Okay, I thought she might have been sniped by that, but alas, wasn't the case.
Yeah, Ross had enough time to get the trap set up, but not enough time to prime it with the electricity, so couldn't quite get the full, headless into extension. But that's alright. Able to clean up the Warwick after the tag, and now RellzDaDon's team has significantly less health.
Yeah.
That Warwick was where almost all of it was.
But Jinx goes down. Darius having the bulk of the HP. Gets caught by the Spirit Rushers who just walk forward into it. We drop the combo. The assist comes through. Doesn't matter. We just punish the Ahri on landing, and Ross will take game one on Relz.
They got the axe. Darius wins.
The punishment that RedRiotRoss's team is able to deal out from one misstep is insane. You take one wrong foot in neutral, you eat a missile to the face, and Darius is right there to capitalize on it. That TP into super 30% off of the Ahri. But RellzDaDon able to Spirit Rush straight through, catching the run up there.
Gonna get the launch here. Full combo.
From the spider for the knockdown. Darius getting a little bit of the walk of shame there on the other side. Demon Flip medium coming through. And what in the world? At 2S2 getting a burst out from RellzDaDon. I'm not really sure how that happened.
Not quite either, but Ross finds the hit with the 2H. He's gonna get a full pickup onto this Warwick, extending with the Darius super assist, but the combo drops with the machine gun. So Ross losing some damage. The arrow throw, excellent reaction there from RellzDaDon. Oh, Zap comes through, but we were just autopiloting and not looking to capitalize off of it. So we're setting up the traps. Fury still in play for Ross. Able to escape and avoid that Warwick overhead. 2H this? Yes.
Alright, that's one character down. We still got half a bar of Fury left on Ross's Jinx. It is ticking down, but it's more than enough to close out the health bar of this Ahri. If we get the solid hit, level 3 is on deck. Mangaka, I think it's over.
It is over. Ross invests in the Fury, gets the 1v2 comeback with Jinx, maintaining the round advantage, and now is at set point.
Ready.
Posure here from RedRiotRoss's Jinx to be commended for sure. That Fury run back was exquisite. Losing the Darius early, but that's alright. That's alright. We don't need Darius. Jinx is the engine behind this team. Darius is just kind of the battering ram in front.
Yeah, look at this. Ross gonna dump all of the meter into this combo just to put as much pressure on the Warwick as we can. Relz gonna go for a double down switch. That's why you can't 2H that with double down. Perfectly timed to bait out the anti-air from Ross.
But didn't end up being that much punishment on the Jinx. He loses about a third of the HP to the Ahri super sequence, and that's alright. It does, however, put you in a much worse position if you get hit on the backside of it, just like this. We're going to go to the Berserker Barrage to get more Bloodlust. Not quite going to close out the health bar or the Bloodlust meter, but it puts Ross in a position to have to tag into Darius to try and desperately save Jinx.
And he does by the skin of his teeth. It's now up to RellzDaDon's full health Ahri. Close to full health anyway. Ross trying to use the handshake tag just to escape the situation. Jinx is just a single touch away from death. Relz trying to find that hit right now. We handshake tag just to reset the neutral situation. Gets frame trapped after that jump in, so this will be a good combo for Relz until we drop it. Jinx body blocking. What an escape. That was clean. Oh, but the hitbox was out. I think Ross went up to throw, but Relz already had that active hitbox, so the throw just was not able to do anything there.
They make too much of it. Warwick comes through, continues to lock Ross down. We're spending the Fury Burst. It is at this point a one-touch game on both sides. If Darius and Fury gets his hands on this Ahri, it's going to be lights out. But Ahri is trying to connect a solid hit together on the Darius and is having trouble.
A cursed air tech leading to an overhead for RedRiotRoss. Getting the victory, less so by virtue today.
And can he lock winners finals for the 3rd week in a row? Let's see. Remember, we were talking about it earlier. V on a 2-tournament win streak here at ParagOnline, trying to make it 3. A good start. He's able to slide in and punish that parry from the Vi. Into Yasuo for the limit strike ender, of course. Get some extra meter, get that break online.
Get the air-to-air, forcing the breakout. Wakes up, tries a mash, gets frame trapped, pops the break, but we see off that handshake tag, we're actually able to parry the Steel Tempest from Yasuo, so 6-0 gonna be able to chase down the Warwick, get the next hit. Fading back, looking for something here. Vermeer rolls forward, incidentally just sandwiching himself. The JM not gonna reach and catch that Ekko's head. It's a dead Warwick and up to Yasuo now for Vermeer.
All right, gets around the jabs. Nice and easy there for Vermeer. 3 bars, unlikely to spend any of it right now. You need one more hit from this Ekko to kill. The throw is certainly gonna be that hit though. How much are we gonna spend here?
Gonna go into this first level 1, extending again to drop a second one. RedRiotRoss with the 3 direct dollars into the match arena. Thank you so much, my friend. I want to see y'all make some donations as well and claim the rest of those codes. This prize pool is definitely too small for our competitors today. The jab checking the cross up. Vermeer now defending. Side swap comes through from 6-0 saying, hey, Yas, you like to do this trick, right?
Limit strike, wake up attack there from V, avoids the mix-up. Oh. We're not blocking.
No, we couldn't block even. We went into that stance from Yasuo. Vermeer trying to access some of those unique movement tools. Gets completely uppercut right out of it. So 6-0 going to take the first round, but both sides showing their grit as we go into the second round.
He's one of those players that we have seen catch so many other competitors with those raw level 3s. It's one of those situations he's like, he did it back to me. I got.
Yo, speaking of getting got, 6-0 with a brilliant break bait there. Just goes to the 2L, doesn't do any follow-up, just immediately blocks. The whole point there was just to bait everything. We baited the get-up attack, baited the break, and now we got a happy birthday going for 6-0 here, who has that level 3 on deck yet again. Just needs to end the combo one way or another. Warwick dies, the cinematic comes through. Is this a 2XKO?
Gonna be close. Might live on a sliver here for the Yasuo. No, it is just as you predicted, Manga. A 2-for-1 special here for 6-0 as they go up 1-0 in our winner's semis.
Strong start. Vermeer taking a moment. Drumming the movement stick at least, not instantly hitting rematch. Things went really well in round 1, and then round 2 was just way too aggressive. 6-0 showing great patience and awareness. So many times 6-0 will, or rather players in general, I should say, will get up attack when they have break because it's like, okay, if you block this, I'm just gonna break and then we're fine. 6-0 immediately called out that behavior from Vermeer, just as we call it that approach, gets another short happy birthday. And with the fast forward, we all of a sudden see that the break is yet again baited as V is showing that he can learn here. Rolls forward into that same pressure sequence, but this time has a parry ready to stop the sandwich before it gets too saucy. There's the break coming through before we can get an assist out. Vermeer has to wait for that cooldown. Overhead raw, no confirm. Staggers from 6-0. Handshake tag, we're just gonna retreat. Retreating guard as well to generate some meter. This low life Warwick gets raw tagged out into Yasuo. Tempest. Jabs, and we're going to stabilize as well now. Vermeer finally getting some momentum and buying time for the gray life to regenerate on Warwick.
Yeah. That buy in the corner, not able to block the wake-up attack of 6-0. Do the slide through. V has been getting caught with that left-right so many times. the overhead as well. It is dire here for V, and it's starting to call back to how V used to play Dragon Ball FighterZ back in the day. A lot of times things would be going great for him, you know, when he has the upper hand. And then as soon as he gets flustered a little bit, starts pressing aggressively, trying to, you know, make something happen, force something to happen, it starts to fall apart for him.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. We tag, the Yasuo's gonna get hit, Warwick just defending. Gonna force the stand guard. We're able to defend and maintain offense with the freestyle fuse. Catching Vermeer wiggling yet again as 6-0. I think baited out a jump attempt with that strike. Again, we roll forward into this sandwich Okazemi. Get completely shredded open by the overhead. 6-0. Just might be sending Vermeer down to loser side 0-2. Oh, the curse trades.
Yeah, here we go. It's a 2-0 for 6-0 as we have level 3 coming through. Oh, never mind.
That's what you would say. There's what you would say. Pineapples until you opened your mouth and commentators cursed it.
All right, my bad. However, V's still not nearly out of the woods. That's a character and a half, I should say, and a burst to work through for V. Sure, you got
an air throw tech actually from Vermeer. Vermeer somehow clutching this up unbelievably well. Sets up the wind and the NATO afterwards. Not quite caught by any of those. The Warwick assist does lead to a full pickup for Vermeer. He's gonna be able to kill the Ekko. I think he has to drop at least a bar of super for it.
He's making me a liar. He's trying his best to make me a liar.
Looking for the counter, looking for the level 3 as well. 6-0 has a wealth of reversal options. We're gonna go see the Mickey NATO setup. Double stance for the limit strike. Okazemi here. And you swung, but you parried! Unbelievable from Vermeer. I thought I saw the start of a 5H.
Not quite enough damage.
No, it is with the extension.
What is?
3-0.
All right.
Ready.
6-0. I apologize.
Go.
My deepest apologies.
Yeah.
Never mind. You got it back. That's
Yeah. So we had a Kara parry coming on out. We saw the start of a 5H, but in your first, it's either 1 or 2 frames of your move. You can cancel it into a parry, and that's like why you have that super freeze flash. Spectator getting a little funky there. Maybe a connection issue for the players. Finally, Vermeer gets the sandwich, as immediately goes low, and 6-0 doesn't block it before the charge heavy came out from Warwick, so a little bit of damage here from Vermeer. The Yasuo in really good health condition. We parry the Vi, cornering this Ekko. Gonna try to keep things jailed here. Setting up the pressure, we get the overhead, but not quite the full confirm. The handshake tag back to Yasuo, catching that situation. Means that we're able to maintain offense. No confirm on that jab, but the cross-up will lead into a happy birthday as we did not push Yasuo far back enough.
It's both characters losing so much health. And Mangaka, it's insane to think that we are here after 6-0 was just about a super input away from taking the set.
I mean, you made the call, you called the set was over, and the combo dropped, and Vermeer all of a sudden had like a full tornado in his sails. But here we go. Another bait on the get-up attack. No break to save you now. Vermeer just being hyper-aggressive on these wake-ups. Now has to find the right answer here. The level 3 comes out, says, I can do it too, you know.
Oh my god, you can give it, but can you take it right back, asks V. As he puts the 1 in the score column, clawing it back. We're not going down 2-0. At the very least, that set count is staying consistent, 2-1 either way.
Either way, they're taking yet another moment. I mean, Vermeer had to dig in deep in that second round with the 1v2 with Yasuo. And here we go, full happy birthday pickup here. The Warwick gonna lead into a rejump. And the break is gonna stop the super, so Vermeer losing a bar. Still in really good spots, checks the Ekko's advance. Oh, and I think Vermeer also thought that he was gonna get the wind wall to detonate with that Steel Tempest, but didn't actually get it, so could have completed the combo normally. Rolls out, Steel Tempest, no parry from 6-0. Sets up the mix, double overhead comes through, catching Vermeer. Has the opportunity to get a kill here, just needs to execute on the combo.
Got the one for the juggle. Gonna have another one. Nice and easy. Alright, V now suddenly in the driver's seat. This Ekko to make things happen. And gets the break and the burst bait. Are you serious, psixou?
Again, Vermeer just has to be thinking about when he goes for this. Just like he has to think about when he goes for this pressure and mix. psixou busts out with the reversal level 3. It's going to catch the Warwick. Not enough to kill, but a good reversal of fortune with this attempt 37. Get up attack though, Vermeer just undaunted. No matter how many times his aggressive choices get baited, he still goes back to them.
Hey, if it got baited once, that doesn't mean it's gonna get baited every single time. Great jump back out from V, getting away from the rewind there. We got the mix-up opportunity. Just gonna be a dash forward low. The overhead blocked as well. The Fury Burst comes out, saves Ekko, bails him out for the one time.
Chases the jump with the preemptive jump medium on his own account. Warwick is dead, Ekko still in Fury. Device Super Assist gonna come up, Vermeer blocks it, gets run underneath, it's a cross up, and Vermeer again at elimination point.
Let's go!
Or at least getting sent down to the losers bracket here by 6-0. 6-0 wants to keep the set count in their favor, wants to keep it a shutout. Happy birthday is a good way to start it, forcing the burst out early from V.
Yep, it's a full pickup as well. Has to go for a long empty car cancel on that dash to make it work. Now he's gonna be able to get the full combo pickup, has the assist in the back pocket. He's gonna side swap with the Warwick. And then save the handshake tags for this moment here. Things get a little skewy. We go for a throw with punish after the assist tag. Now it's a full combo here for 6-0. Cross up as well, diabolical. Super will stabilize the confirm. Vermeer, once again, it's his Yasuo in a 1v2. Can he make it work?
Has got the meter to make it happen, but Rapid Slash gets jabbed on. And break is so far away here for V. Gonna spend 1 bar for the Oki. The rewind is an opportunity, but the super assist stuffs it out. It's V's time. The damage scaling on this is crazy.
Yeah, not gonna be a whole lot of damage for Vermeer, but that was an attempt at push block. That didn't work out because 6-0 left such a gap that the super assist actually came out and got caught on that run-up. Vermeer's gonna go for this full combo. 6-0 not gonna spend the break on Ekko. Instead, just gonna let the Ekko get KO'd at the cost of 2 bar. 1 bar actually, because we had the assist to extend. It comes down to this for Vermeer. Can he beat this Vi in a 1v1?
That's the difficult question. Yep, super assist trade. 3 bars on 6-0's side though. The level 3 could come out. We've seen it before.
Dangerous situation for Vermeer. We're going for a chip kill. Can he parry? No, he can't. That's it. Checkmate. 6-0 denies Vermeer winner's final for the 3rd week in a row, as Vermeer is going to have to make a loser's run to get the run back. A handful of times, so, pretty much all of them on these ParagOnline tournaments, and Obelisk has won all 4 sets.
Okay. Obelisk doing what he does best so far, taking a lightning quick round start into an immediate corner Illaoi situation.
Try to find the next hit, Faith in motion. We try to get the super out early to tack on as much damage as we could, but the break will interrupt it, so Obelisk down in bar with Illaoi. Gets the hit with the assist, stabilizing as usual with that down S2. Builds up the next bar right here. Has double down in the back pocket just in case, but this is Illaoi level 1. It's a level 3 in disguise.
So much damage. The slam on the other side, and you're taken out of there. K.I.C's Vi not really getting to do much except burst and run away. The Ekko as well getting caught by that Illaoi assist. It has been taking names so far.
Yeah, but we try to jump out, but instead we get caught. Double down going to be used here to just optimize our pickup. Bring him down into the next rotation of supers and tentacles. Obelisk with a quick round 1 victory on K.I.C. A perfect no less. What a statement.
Not a scratch on their heads. All right, listen, this match is a warm-up. Obelisk is trying to make this a quick one and to get to the other Vi Ekko duo. That's I know winners finals is where he wants to be, and he's making it as short of a journey as possible.
What a block right there, too. K.I.C. just thinking there was a burst safe moment, but nope, not at that point. We get the limit strike finisher with the downward spirit rush, and Obelisk will catch the roll, get the full punish right here. As K.I.C. just completely at a loss.
Block. Illaoi super coming through. Keeping it tight with the Ahri super as well. Get that mix up, that cross on the other side. Nasty work there from Obelisk. And the second super will close out the kill.
A double perfect. Obelisk did not get touched in either of those rounds.
Yeah. Ross in chat hit the nail on the head. It's rude. It's just rude from Obelisk. Like,
K.I.C. back to character select, hovering over different characters.
Let's crank.
Yasuo, okay, he's taking some time.
We're just taking a minute.
Ahri. So K.I.C. keeping at least one character the same. No, it was excuse me.
Ekko.
It was via Ekko. But yeah, just taking a long time to think about this. Like, definitely just trying to ice out Obelisk momentum and also just take a moment to breathe for themselves, I think. I mean, you pull up to winner's side top 8, you fight an opponent, someone that you have yet to beat in bracket before, and you get double perfected.
Mm-hmm. I think really what K.I.C. wants here with this change to the Ahri is a lot more freedom in the air. Bai has to play a little bit grounded to get used to that footwork, and Obelisk was covering the ground expertly with that Illaoi assist in game 1. It was not giving K.I.C. any room to breathe. But he's also able to cover the air with the Ahri of his own, so K.I.C. has to contend with that for sure.
Yep, you got the tentacles in play, we parry the fireball, tentacles are going to come through. You try to swing, not respecting the fact that there's still tentacles all over you. And yet again, it's going to be another pickup from Obelisk, who, by the way, still hasn't been touched.
It's been a game and a half, Mangaka. He's working on 3 perfects in a row.
Look at the extension here. Tagging the assist, the super as well. We got double down to tag to add on some extra damage. There's no way. There's no way. I refuse to believe. There you go. Thank you, K.I.C. Signs of life here for K.I.C. Able to almost get that pickup. Blocks the Illaoi assist, but immediately gets put under pressure. And Obelisk is going to get the win regardless.
I don't think we would have been able to continue had Obelisk gotten 3 perfects in a row.
Brother, yeah, no, I think that someone's career would have been ended there. K.I.C. starting off this round actually really strong. You know, just sometimes getting that one hit, you know, just giving you that confidence, like, okay, you're not unbeatable, you're not untouchable, I can do this. Obelisk, though, just saying, everyone gets one.
Yeah, you gotta earn the rest for sure. Very well timed burst though to get out of the super there, deny the double down setup as well.
And pushing.
He blocks on the empty jump low and the push block too. Make that 5H whiff from the Illaoi. Gets K.I.C. some breathing room here for the first time. Love the delay on that burst as well, waiting till K.I.C. cornered themselves with the Spirit Rush to burst. A little bit of positional advantage there. Alright. Got that knockdown with the S2. First character taken for K.I.C. We're in there. Like Mangaka said earlier, sometimes you just need a little bit of confidence, a little touch of, you know. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
A little touch on the opponent's life bar to get yourself back into the groove, I would say. K.I.C. able to take a round from Obelisk now. We went from nearly a triple perfect to final round here in game number 2. K.I.C. not out of this yet, but gets caught at the round start. Holds all this damage, finally breaks to the top of it. You could definitely have done a break, I think, when Obelisk had like the full charge heavy coming through. But, you know, I can appreciate, you know, waiting until you're absolutely sure the break's gonna work.
Unfortunate number of scenarios in this game where K.I.C has gone for a throw setup and gotten stuffed because a projectile hit Obelisk and put them in block stun before the throw could come through.
Yes, indeed. Now Obelisk dropping the supers. Gonna be able to get the extension here with the Orbit Deception and the tentacles picking up. One more for the road. That's a dead Ekko.
Down for the count. Ahri getting parried. The damage on this not going to be that high as it is a parry starter, but with the super combos, Ahri can always squeeze a little bit of extra damage out of that.
Yeah, but unfortunately we dropped the combo. Obelisk will convert off the Illaoi assist. Finds the hit with the tentacle, and that is it. Obelisk will 2-0 K.I.C, sending him down to loser side to take on RedRiotRoss.
And with that, Obelisk.
Big Matcherino donation, actually, as we just jumped up like $20 up to 32. Let me get to the page itself and see who blessed us with such a donation. I'm sorry, I missed that, y'all.
Raindrops and Dew, shout outs. $20 contribution.
As well as
also the 3.
Yeah, one of my favorite artists that go out to the artist alleys out there for FGC events. In fact, we had plans for Raindrops to come out to our Winter Showdown last week, but unfortunately, Raindrops was not able to make it out. Did send us a couple of their prints, though, to donate to our raffle. So greatly appreciate seeing you around here, friend. No comment on the donation, so just drop that money in. And now, players got a little bit of money on the line to compete for it.
They're scrapping for it for sure. V already with the level 3 here. Run out the Bloodlust timer and immediately refresh it with the level 3.
Smart. Overhead immediately as well. Again, so much more devastating when you have access to that cross-up.
I just can't believe how far that overhead goes in Bloodlust now. Why did they do that?
Why indeed. Vermeer, 2 overheads, that's it. Up 1 round. Trying to anti-air. Freestyle tag, though, keeping him safe in that situation.
Braum able to get the double down sequence here. We got the bleed on with the headless and take him to the corner.
Yeah, throw him out of the corner, though. Dagger. Vermeer showing off the fancy Warwick stuff.
Full Bloodlust gauge off of that combo. Very efficient rooting there. 50% and Bloodlust. Love to see it.
Sandwiching him in. Needs a gap right there. And that will force Rome to break just to keep the team alive and together. Oh, there's the Warwick assist able to intercept Vermeer's Warwick. Gonna snipe out the Yasuo, whiffing that 2H, gives Vermeer big opportunity for a combo.
Get the OTG, not quite 3 bars again to do the refresh roots a second time, but certainly enough wherewithal to chase down the roll out of the corner and punish for free.
All right, get the kill without spending bar. Both of his characters have level 3. Trying to find our next opportunity here. Oh, too soon, and you get level 3, refreshing that Blood Fury. Blood Fury, Bloodlust.
There we go, V taking the second one. 1-0 up in the scoreboard.
All right, Vermeer in a good spot so far.
Ready. Let's go.
Now Vermeer again starting off pretty well. Should be able to get the knockdown. Ooh, should being the key word. Tries to do the Warwick stuff, but gets on the wrong side, I think.
I had to punish the burst, excuse me, with the freestyle tag there, but was too far away, so that burst missed entirely. blocks here from V. Oh. Overhead can catch anyone.
Needed can. Anti-airing thanks to that screen freeze from the handshake tag against that aerial apprehend. Well played there by Vermeer. 2H still gonna reach. We jumped the wrong direction though. Not that I blame you there. That certainly was a weird interaction. We catch the backdash as well with our enormous normal. Now Vermeer gonna be able to set up the combo.
Huh?
Oh, we thought we had a cross up there.
And certainly not how V would have liked that combo to end. Had Warwick on the ropes, tried to optimize for extra bloodlust, and instead ended up losing to Warwick.
Yeah, we definitely could have ended that Yasuo combo with the Yasuo. Instead, though, Warwick's gonna die. Vermeer hang like Icarus, flying too close to the sun, getting burned up now. Rome gonna get a full extension here. Has bloodlust, spending a lot of it to extend this combo, and chases the air tech. Not able to get the kill. The wake up fury from Vermeer, as always. Find its mark. Rome now needs one more hit. There it is. The trade will do the trick.
Oh, so close there. The trade coming through. If V had been like a frame or two faster, that round would have gone a very different way.
Yeah, but Vermeer finds the parry on the charged apprehend. Goes for the combo yet again. This time gets the full input sequence. But we sideswap him because of that. The break will put Vermeer into the corner. Parry gets baited, so Warwick's missing a bar now. Ooh, the assist intercepted by the 5M. Anti-air, but we get sniped out. Chase the roll. Do we super jump float? Nah, we're gonna go for delayed overhead, which does catch Rome. Excellent stabilization from Vermeer on this combo. Into the Warwick assist, full extension. Side swap as well. Tagging into Yas. Launch him into the sky. Warwick trying to push the combo as far as we can. I don't think it's enough, unless I'm wrong. I'm wrong as hell.
Wow, every bit of damage optimization there really mattering for V. Just barely crossing the threshold for that kill. But the fact that you got over the line is what matters at the end of the day. Missing the limit strike ender. Not getting those extra resources available to him. But is able to find the hit on Darius, and Rome gonna be saving the burst for next round, because that's not a hill that you're trying to climb with Darius.
No, it is not. Going into the potential final round here. Tournament life on the line for RomeRulez. Vermeer trying to advance on to loser semifinal. Vermeer starting off the offense, goes for the overhead, excellent block, but we're a little slow on the punish. Again, for these 7-frame jab characters, it is a frame-perfect punish.
Catches the roll, very nicely done. Not able to get close enough for the OTG there.
Again, the usual setup. This time we blocked the overhead, but because we got Freestyle fuse, we're able to maintain our offense. Even though the Yasuo mix-up was blocked, it's still Vermeer's turn thanks to Freestyle itself. So one of the reasons why Yasuo was kind of shoehorned into that particular fuse.
Wall bounce here, or the ground bounce, excuse me. We're into Yasuo. Get the limit strike on the left side of things. Gonna set up the wind wall. No, not even. Just gonna try and chase rolls down.
Overhead reaches. We break. Keeping the team alive, trying to advance forward. Retreat that low health Warwick. Bait out the next assist call. I love the way that Vermeer played that situation too. He invested in the assist, saw that he wasn't going to get much for it. Didn't overextend to try and get the hit because Rome had those assists online. Instead, just disengaged, baited out the assist, and now this is the situation we're in.
Able to catch the backdash with the Steel Tempest. Darius going down while Yasuo's got plenty of cash in the bank to spend. 1 bar is going to be the cost for it, and we're happy to pay that every day of the week. We got 4 more where that came from.
Overhead here for Rome, but we dropped the combo at the super assist. Trying to side swap, staying same side, setting up the mix-up yet again. Empty low. Rome, the defense is holding out. The Fury comes out, and we get the next hit. This is a dead Yasuo so long as we're able to finish the combo. Oh, we did it too soon. We needed a few more hits, maybe even a level 3. Oh, but it doesn't matter. We catch the assist, and we have the assist backing up. After all, that's punishable on block. RomeRulez staying alive thanks to that resource management.
Ooh, just one interaction there. The Fury boosted chip damage from the Berserker Slash, doing a whole hell of a lot to Warwick. And then a backdash, I believe, getting caught by the Darius assist. Ties us up.
Yeah, Vermeer just, you know, not having a good time with chip kills this bracket run.
It's tough, man. It's tough. Fury chip is a dangerous thing.
Chasing the roll, we catch the cross up here. Break's gonna come through, just an empty demon flip. Vermeer catches that retreating guard. Extend this into a full combo. Will give up the corner, but has access to a full Bloodlust Warwick. Stagger pressure, looking for a push block, I think. Oh, but the staggers get called out eventually. There we go, finally get the kill off of that cross up, thanks to that Berserker Slash.
Very nicely done there from V. Plenty healthy is the team, and try as Darius might, only able to catch the assist. 3 bars in the tank means, barring a drop, V is taking us to a set point for himself.
Yep. Yet again, we're here. So we just need Vermeer to close it out. Let's see if RomeRulez has anything to say about that.
Ready. Let's go.
Alright, V, gotta lock him down.
2H catches the assist. The J2H catches Warwick. Yasuo just slashing his way through every foe in his way. And now V gets a full combo.
They go into Warwick to build up some Bloodlust meter. Second anti-air there from the Wolf. Third one unfortunately goes wide. No Bloodlust here for V.
Yeah, no confirm either. We were able to catch with the 2M, but everything else was too far. Excellent bait on that 2H, able to get just behind the hitbox, I think. Thanks to that demon flip. Tagging back into Warwick, bring it down to the ground. Chasing the roll forward. Now you're jailed into the air. Run up throw, calling out that assist guard timing. Oh, the super drops, and it's a clean whiff punish. After all, Vermeer doesn't have double down anymore, so you can't save yourself from those situations.
Fortunately, Warwick going down here for V. A very tragic drop there, giving RomeRulez a much needed breath of fresh air.
Yeah, tons of unburstable damage coming through as well. But there it is. Vermeer does not want to give any more momentum. Gets scooped by that aerial apprehend. And Vermeer has lost his Fury. Going to lose the Yasuo as well. And so we're going to see final game, final round between our competitors.
Resource differential really in favor of RomeRulez, though. Nearly having break on deck. V starting from 0 in that gauge is tough going into the final round.
Oh, we're jumping in, we're getting sandwiched, but pushed back, so we're not really dealing with cross-up situations. The jab gets whiff punished. That's flash number 47. Merci beaucoup. Thank you for the raid of 44 viewers. Welcome to ParagonFGC Top 8.
Got V struggling to close out this set as he wants to keep his streak of dominance here at ParagOnline alive. Been the winner the past 2 weeks, trying to make it a third. But he got to go through RomeRulez first.
So far, he's doing pretty well here. Rome gonna have to find some way to make this happen with solo Darius. Checks the Warwick super assist. Jumping coming through. Busts out with a DP. That is gonna deny a perfect at the very least, but now RomeRulez doesn't have any meter on Darius. So that means parry is not a tool that he can fall back on in some of these situations. Gets sniped out. I'm not sure what side that projectile actually hit on. And the level 3, just to put RomeRulez under as much pressure as possible. It's a hard knockdown and a guess per game situation.
Warwick with the Bloodlust has access to the advanced overhead that we've seen so many times. The anti-air goes through, but goes behind Darius, so he can't get the follow-ups off of the cancels. RomeRulez able to find a hit on the Warwick. We're getting more damage out of it. Tries for a reset, but the throw tech is huge, and the Yasuo assist just as big, catching right as V crosses over and sending RomeRulez out of it.
There better not be rules to this.
Ready. Let's go.
Starting us off with a 2S, trying to get some positional advantage there with the Jinx. Able to get a hit with the Darius too. Apply the bleed, apply the damage, 30% of the health bar, 40% nearly gone already.
Alright. Ross gets the air-to-air, confirms off of it as well, forcing K.I.C to break before that damage can get too high. Excellent anti-air though on that jump charge heavy. Gonna try to set up just a wall of projectiles. And things get a little crazy. There's no confirm available to Ross in that odd scramble. Now we're trying to fight this Vi neutral. Excellent sways from K.I.C, just darting in and out of RedRiotRoss's range until we get the whip punish. And now K.I.C might be able to find the kill here as long as we're able to find the correct routing. Yep, easy enough.
Into the bionic arm there to take the Darius out. Very nicely done from K.I.C.
Assist block, but we're able to dive kick right underneath before anything comes of it. The parry will whiff, so now this Ekko doesn't have any full meter just yet, but that'll be fixed in the middle of this combo. Has to use the assist to extend. Really good execution so far. We're basically able to go from mid-screen to corner combo routing. K.I.C showing a great mastery of Ekko. Fury comes out. Ross feeling this comeback yet again. This is that 5 a.m. mindset.
See, there's no OTG available. Get the Fury dash cancel. Overhead level 3?
Just trying to catch something, anything, but yeah, not gonna work out. All right, Riot. You can chill now. You can chill now.
Ready. Let's go.
Tried it. Really tried to make it work. But it's all K.I.C there for round 1. Vi, however, getting stuffed out in the neutral here.
Good retreat guard, sandwiched by the assist. It's gonna be a full pickup as well. We go back to the Darius, still have the freestyle fuse. Gonna drop the unbreakable headless damage. But K.I.C finds the counter, finds a side swap into super. Roll forward, trying to create some space. What a catch! So now there's Vi nearly at death's door, but the air-to-air is K.I.C's way. Should be the limit strike Oki in everyone's favorite time.
Oh, it is indeed, especially if you're K.I.C. RedRiotRoss trying to wiggle out of there, trying to force maybe an awkward hit off that time winder, but no dice there. Losing Darius again.
Trying to stagger with the Gatling gun. We jump over the zap. And again, K.I.C gonna get the full conversion right here. Rod. Oh no, and it's a reset.
From bad to worse there for Ross. Fury Burst coming out. Needs to preserve this Jinx. The grab goes wide though. That's a Vi giving up.
This is actually fairly doable for RedRiotRoss. I mean, Ekko doesn't have that much life, and when you get a medium starter just like that, into the zap, into the full confirm, level 1 just to make sure we don't accidentally give K.I.C Fury. And Ross gets the comeback exactly when he needs it to stay alive, or at least to prevent game 1 from going K.I.C's way. Brother.
Trap on deck, got the headless. Good bit of damage here off the Vi.
Oh, no whip punish. Ross just being a little passive in these situations.
It's a lot more difficult to enforce that bleed into chip setups that RedRiotRoss likes to get. Vi has so many opportunities to just say, forget it, I'm not dealing with these Jinx assists, I'm sliding.
Darius does get checked. Ross somehow defending against that entire barrage of Ekko mix-ups. Takes a turn now with Darius. Apprehend, gonna be slowed down a little bit. The parry goes wide, but the air throw is good for K.I.C. Has to just set up an OTG. Tries to read a roll out. 2H. No, it's a happy birthday for K.I.C. This should be a dead Darius. Jinx, I think she's gonna die as well because Vi has 3 bars of meter in the back, so K.I.C just needs to route into a tag launcher. Really easy to do, but settles for an air throw reset instead.
Got a little bit squirrely there at the end. K.I.C unable to get that tag launcher that you were talking about and had to bet on Ross not breaking the throw, but in the situations like that, it is so damn difficult to consistently tech that. I do not blame Ross in the slightest. I wouldn't have teched it.
All right, we chase the roll, no confirm, but we do catch him at the ankles. The break comes out. Controlling with the Gatling gun. This will lead to a full combo for Ross. Shut him down, advance, chase the roll, easy punish. Looking for any kind of reversal option there, but we get whiff punished. Oh, things go awry. So the mix, overhead, no confirm available. Charge heavy on block. Oh, the zap actually sabotaging the combo. And now we're just trying to find the next hit. 2H is gonna go wide, no punish on it. Well-timed push block. And now we're just gonna try to control the screen with what we can. Crater Maker, though, assist. Gonna do a lot of work for K.I.C. But so does the aerial apprehend for Ross. Ah! Of all the ways you could have dropped that combo, that's the way you do it. I'm upset. That's the wrong super right here.
Alright. Got the hit, we got the level 1. Fireworks not connecting.
It's the second time Ross has gone for, I think, the wrong super. Oh, that's cursed.
Yeah, I don't know. It did force him to block a little bit, so maybe just buying time for the assist to come off cooldown. Either way, Ross able to close out that round after the tag to Darius.
Yeah, it all works out despite how cursed it got. Round start going very much RedRiotRoss's way. The Jinx rocket not going to catch, but we're able to chase the roll with the tech, and we get the combo off the overhead thanks to the Gatling gun. So Ross off to a great start against K.I.C. Sets to the trap to look for a back roll. And we just push K.I.C. all the way back into it. Diabolical. The limit strike's enough to kill before K.I.C.'s Fury is online.
It is for sure. Tough stuff there. Get it going. You got the trap to cover the airspace. K.I.C. having to air dash over it.
Full combo here. The Fury comes through. Ross now being jailed down to the ground. Goes for a throw tech. It's an overhead confirmed for K.I.C. Not going to be enough to kill the Darius. Not with the resources we have on deck, but I mean, damn near close.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, pretty sure.
All right, you're right.
Miss execution, but you know. Oh, the throw comes through. Pretty smart from K.I.C. Now all of Ekko's Fury is gone. Ross has it for Jinx. And 3 bars. There's the Fury spent defensively. Trying to set up what we can. Full pickup. Ross has the kill as long as he gets the level 3 to connect.
Oh, yeah. Should be just a missile coming down from the skies to take us to game 3.
Alrighty. Last life for both of these players. Both having dominant games for themselves. Good round start for Ross, but no confirm, and that could be an opportunity for K.I.C. to get back into this. But we do pick up after that missile. Gonna be able to set up a bit of Okazemi from that one. Waiting for our assist to come back on. Darius is online. The parry goes wide. Ross tags out of the Darius just to give himself a little more advantage with Jinx. Oh, we try to check the trap, but the jab missed, so Ekko gets zapped for his troubles, and Ross has Oki in the corner now.
Call it down. The trap extensions keep coming, Mangaka. The damage keeps rolling through. We get another tag into Jinx and a trap to boot.
Defending, retreating guard to create some space. Punishing the ball breaker, but we don't confirm it, and we just match on the counter. Smart choice from K.I.C.
Corner, stay back there, says K.I.C. Ross gonna have to try and get out of here with the tag, but it doesn't get Jinx out of dodge. She's going down in the back while Darius is still getting hit up in the front.
Yeah, so the situation there, Ross tried to parry after the handshake tag to Darius, but Jinx took the first hit of Vault, which disrupted the parry timing, thus leading that happy birthday situation. Unfortunate turn of events. K.I.C. is going to get a big combo and pickup here. drops it yet again. Ross with this Fury. Darius gets a big hit onto Vi and onto the Ekko. The break comes through, saving Ekko's life, but this is certainly doable for either side. Jump over the Jinx rockets. Throw too soon.
You gotta make it happen, the Crater Maker. That's set point for K.I.C.
Ready. Let's go.
Trying to find the way through this round star, but it just works out for RedRiotRoss as he stabilizes the happy birthday. Ekko still somehow flailing in it. Vi does fall out. We bust out with a level 1, but there's no iframes on that super, so it's a punish for K.I.C.
It is. K.I.C. getting through it. And RedRiotRoss up back S2 to stop the onslaught. Throw into the corner, keeping Vi locked down a bit.
And we get the throw. Jinx is there for the pickup. This should be a dead Vi.
Comes through, Vi's down for the count. Ekko in the back, not gonna have break. He's play a bit evasively here, but the cartwheel from Ross, that 4H coming in clutch.
Anti-airing with the ballerina shoes, man. That's crazy. Tiptoe anti-airs. K.I.C. though does not want to go down to a final round. Wants to instead believe in this Ekko. Thinks they can end the set right here, right now. Only to get scooped by the apprehend. Full combo and converted, and now has to deal with the fact that the next round is still prolonged because now we finally hit the rocket. And now there's no meter, no break, that is, for K.I.C.
None to speak of here for the Vi Ekko duo. And plenty where that came from for RedRiotRoss. If we end in the limit strike, we'll build it off of this one. Now we're just gonna go for the fireworks and what afterwards. Set up some traps in the meantime.
Trying to evade Vi. Dealing with the pressure, push guard. Able to set up the trap. Trey goes Ross's way. And this looked like it reset, so he got a heavy starter at the end of all of it. Damage not enough, but Vi at death's door. That's a hard tag into the Ekko to keep her alive. And here with a Gatling gun. And here again with the rocket explosion, the bazooka into the ground. We check the assist, so still Jinx on point for Ross. Laying the fall with a dive kick. And we try to get fake with it, but we have the anti-air ready with the 2H.
Good indeed. Ross continuing to be very evasive in the face of this Ekko. Great block on the cross-up, jumping out of the footwork pressure there as well. Maintaining the healthy distance here with the Jinx, not letting K.I.C. get close enough, forcing some overextensions, and the jump backs keep coming through in the clutch moments.
Oh, the air throw going wide. Darius is there, going to be able to get some pressure. The trap gets evaded with a brilliant command throw choice from K.I.C. We're trying to get pressure in with the assist. DB comes through. We're again trying to swing with headless, but it's, again, no iframes against the strike, so K.I.C. gets a combo, tries to go in, no punish on the command throw. I lied, we got the dash up low. It's up to Ekko now for K.I.C.
To Ekko to make things happen, it's gonna be so difficult for them to do it.
Trying to evade, trying to just be as elusive as possible, no confirm off that rocket, chasing the jumps, tech the throw, the zap comes through, that's it. RedRiotRoss will advance on to loser semifinals to take on Vermeer. K.I.C. out at 5th place.
And Ellendis drops the $5 into the match. Reno, thank you very much for that contribution.
All right, things starting off wildly here. Obelisk getting the first major confirm in the set.
Into the corner there, forcing the burst out early. First touch burst right off the rip. Don't want to have any of it.
Big pickup again for Obelisk. Has plenty of meter to go for whatever setup he desires in this corner. It's going to tag him in the Illaoi. We see the tentacles come through. Going to go for the handshake tag as well into Ahri. Keeping everybody under duress. You can't push block to escape out of this one, but you can sway out with Vi. Seems like psixou has done maybe a little bit of labbing in this situation to find some answers. But yet again, Obelisk is going to set up the supers. Not able to get the confirm. We're trying to fight our way through these tentacles. Handshake tag back to Vi once we see that Ekko didn't get the hit, just to keep ourselves safe.
Yeah, want to make sure that you remain as low commitment as possible there. Want to maintain all of the safety that you can. But unfortunately, probably not gonna have that much. Neither is Ekko. Rekka into Spirit Rush assist, making money for Obelisk.
Yeah, simple kill there with the level 1 super. Obelisk starting off strong. 6-0 showing a little more defensive resilience at the very least, but we need to see 6-0 get his game plan flowing. Scoop, drop him down. Limit strike here. Mistime the Oki though, unfortunate for 6-0.
6-0 with a very aggressive burst and a handshake tag to punish Obelisks in kind. Not letting Obelisk out of this corner without significant resource investment or a roll into a very nice punish there.
Yeah, 6-0 just got whiff punished and continue the offense out of the jab. Now we're seeing the handshake tag into Ahri, limit strike, tentacles are in place, the fire's in place as well. We're gonna roll forward just to escape. Tentacles, trying to create some space here. We get the follow-up though because we have the tentacle in place from earlier, so the Illaoi assist procs it. Obelisk thought he had the kill, but 6-0 again going for these get-up attacks when Obelisk is spaced far enough away that the projectile or the tentacle is doing all the work for him on Oki.
Obelisk remaining super low commitment on those Oki situations because of those tentacles that you mentioned. You can just back up, you can look at what's happening, assess the situation, Spirit Orb if you feel like it, and move on with the day. Unfortunately, if you don't get the hits right, 6-0 might be able to tech roll and punish you on the backside of it there.
Yeah, trying to push the advantage. Good retreating guard. Ekko trying to chase down Illaoi. We bait out the assist. Gonna use our super assist now to create an opportunity. Run underneath. Frame trap actually. Catching Obelisk pressing something. Does Obelisk spend Fury here? We go for a reset. Gets sandwiched, but somehow able to escape. And I love it. Using the down jump heavy to kill the tentacle. Just letting the time miner do the work for us on Oki. Obelisk still holding firm on the resources. That could have been the end of the round right there. We just low parried that charged tentacle.
Not quite. Doesn't quite get it. Fury there, committed from 6-0, going for the chip out and finds it.
Some super smart Fury right there. I mean, Obelisk was approaching. You didn't know if it was going to be strike or throw, and you're down the round already, so invest in your Fury to keep this game going. More than worth it. Excellent parry from Obelisk, but we're back to the original side. Break not going to reach the Ekko, so both characters stuck in the corner, but Ekko looks the wrong way on the rewind, so Illaoi gets the combo now.
Gonna be taking Ekko to the other coast here with the combo. Not gonna end in the super as we're a little bit too far from the corner to really enforce the offense afterwards. Just gonna make sure the next block string takes us there and baits out the parry while we're at it.
Should be a kill pretty routinely for Obelisk. No meter needed thanks to that tentacle extension. Getting out with the jump down heavy.
Buy some time for 6-0. What we're looking for is to deal as much punishment to Obelisk's team as we can while trying to get that Fury on deck. That's when the comeback potential is really online.
Full combo here from Obelisk, routing so that we even get a tag launcher thanks to the tentacle in place. We try to dump the super, but 6-0 has the Fury online. Excellent tech on the throw. No confirm available from that jab. The Ahri assist will anti-air. Obelisk should be able to close this out and take game 1 for himself.
Quick double down here. Not even required.
A tempest, right?
All right. 6-0 putting up a really good fight. The set's remaining competitive so far, and we're seeing some answers to Obelisk's double down Oki as well with the orb and the tentacles. So maybe 6-0 will be able to find answers coming up. Finds a hit, but doesn't find the confirm. Obelisk does off that Illaoi assist. Drops it, however.
Connection there. We got a bit scrambly there in the mid-screen, but 6-0 able to come on the winning side of it. Quick parry from Obelisk to get rid of the time winder, but unfortunately it doesn't get you out of the situation. You still gotta hold that mix-up.
Oh, 6-0 able to dash underneath, catching the Ahri, forcing the breakout. We sway through, but Illaoi's there to intercept with her fists. Gonna go into double down? No, just the usual Oki. What a pickup, actually. The fact that Obelisk recovered in time to jump up from the whiff, crouching jab, and secure that kill, absolutely insane play.
Very, very nicely done there from Obelisk, but Illaoi's in trouble. The back of that super confirmed, the super assist as well. Gonna eat most of the health bar, has to block the Oki, and it is so difficult when you got the rewind on the other side.
Overhead connects, but no follow-up available. Interrupt the assist call. Trying to chase his Ahri down. No pickup for Obelisk, though, despite the clip. Ooh, I don't know how that wasn't a whiff punish, but Obelisk getting the next pickup, not able to tag to the Illaoi to finish that confirm. Orb picks up, 6-0. Holding on to Fury for now. Looking for the reset here. Oh, the super assist comes out, not able to reach. It looks like Obelisk trying to play for a chip kill potentially. Gets the low immediately, catching 6-0, trying to jump, I'd imagine, and that's the round for Obelisk.
These corner situations, once Obelisk is able to apply that pressure, and we've talked about it throughout this whole run today, is what has gotten him this far, and it's what continues to really stress out his opponents at every turn.
Oh, we tried to snipe the Time Winder with the charge 2H, but full charge down S2 will intercept Ekko. 6-0 able to get a combo, but no electrics from Vi, so the combo ends short. Obelisk gonna send out some fireball neutral. Able to evade Vi and Ekko. The 2H goes wide. Perfectly timed break though to put Obelisk into the corner. But yet somehow Obelisk just evades and side swaps out and puts 6-0 back where he thinks he belongs.
In that left corner, Vi's getting beat up on the backside of this block string. Able to make it out relatively unscathed. Vi took some punishment, but all in all, the team's not too worse for wear.
Able to dodge the orb, as Obelisk more than content to spend that bar to see if he can fish for a hit in neutral. The ball breaker connects, but again, no confirmed. 6-0 getting so many stray hits. I love the respect show to Faith in Motion. It does have a hitbox on the backside of the move, and we also have the assist in place. No bait on that break, but it's a big win for 6-0, able to maybe make something work on the next hit. It's a combo trade, you hate to see it. Time Winder snipes out the assist, one more for the road. We go back to Ekko, get the 2H on Illaoi on the approach, and 6-0 finally takes a character. We only got 30 seconds left on this round time.
Not much left in the timer for sure, but more than enough opportunity to make a KO happen, to try and close those health leads. Obelisk just needs that one hit, found the hit onto Ekko, and it's gonna be dicey between these two. 6-0 has Fury in the chip as a win condition available.
Jumps over, not able to find the hit, the sway in, gonna catch Obelisk again at the ankle, but there's no follow-up. And there it is, Obelisk just went for a couple of light jabs to bait out that Fury. 6-0 fell for it. 9 seconds, 8 seconds left on the clock. Obelisk just has to play runaway. He's got the fireball in place. Get up attack though, as 6-0 has the opportunity to go for the chip kill here. Has the life lead now, just backs up and that's it. 6-0 steals it with the Fury chip.
It's so difficult to get away from wake up attack dash cancel. If you're in the same zip code as 6-0 in that situation, you are going to get shipped out. You have got to get out of dodge if you want to avoid that.
And I mean, like Obelisk too, I think slightly misplayed the situation, right? Was like, okay, I'm just gonna set up the fireball right next to you. Instead, just needed to run away from 6-0. Instead, you had the life lead. You didn't need to meet them with the fireball.
100% agreed, and Obelisk is unfortunately seeing the consequences of that round coming to fruition here as 6-0 is able to take a character out immediately on the next round.
So in a really good spot, they trade, pushing Obelisk back to the corner, but the Vi follow-up misses, so Obelisk gets the punish. And it takes 6-0 across the stage into the player 1 corner. We're just going to play with one tentacle Oki. There's no strike throw mix there, but 6-0 gets the reversal throw, putting Obelisk back in the mid-screen. Side swap, no confirm yet again. Force the stand block. 6M converts with the handshake tag. 6-0 has an opportunity to get the kill onto Obelisk. Quick tag comes through
there for sure. The super as well. 6-0, it ties us up 1-1.
Fiercely
People
competitive set.
Yeah, people in chat being like, yo, I can't believe they still let you do wake up attack dash cancel.
Yeah, it is a little cray-cray.
Of all the things they've taken away from this game, I'm surprised that's not one of them. Remember when the Ekko used to be able to rewind wake up attack?
Oh my god. We'll see, maybe come Tuesday.
See, indeed, but for now we gotta deal with it.
Double down would enable the kill in case this isn't enough, and there you go.
Just more than happy to spend the meter for that extra little bit of damage. So, you know, the next touch is likely gonna be lethal on this Vi, or very close. Get into Illaoi, get the tag into the super. We've seen this movie before. All you need is the one.
Nice parry on the strike, but you went for it again. Obelisk just delays the follow-up and catches 6-0. Point blank. Quick round for Obelisk. And 6-0 retaliate. Uh-oh, the Ekko wasn't there to back up the full charge.
Gets caught. Will block that Illaoi assist, and goes a little bit wide, but unfortunately the air special from Illaoi whiffs. He got burst to not get punished.
Yeah, and I mentioned too that you could try to parry those Illaoi full charge down S2s in neutral, and Obelisk just faked them out. 6-0 went for that parry, but Obelisk didn't fully charge it, so the move didn't track. We unfortunately lose the happy birthday for 6-0, and not able to confirm off of these counter hits until finally something strings together. Barring any drops, that's a dead Ahri. Obelisk in the 1v2 now with Illaoi.
Seen it happen before. Illaoi's certainly got the agency to make it happen. Especially when backed up with such powerful assists as Ahri. Gets the hit, gets the knockdown, forcing Ekko back. But 6-0 is just waiting for their time for a whiff punish.
Gets it here, full combo, but we drop it, and the denting blows. But here we go, next conversion comes through. Doesn't even mess around with the electrics, just wants to go into a sequence that guarantees the kill. Final round of game number 3, to see who takes the lead in our winner's final set.
As the momentum going into the latter half of it, it's going to be important. Obelisk has the resource advantage for now, but had to spend burst pretty early in the last one. Let's see how long he can conserve it for this.
Alright, get the Oki now. Fade the get up attack. Break will come through. Obelisk will throw out the Orbit Deception. Vi just sways right through it. However, now 6-0 has to make Vi survive this situation with the low HP she has. And there it is, multiple overheads.
It's the Obelisk classic, just the spirit rush up, make them block a little bit, and alright, how many overheads am I going for on the way down?
Big scoop here from 6. They get the Oki, set up the Time Winder, and rewind. But Obelisk tested with the get-up attack, and 6-0 did not have the timing. Extra confirms, thanks to double down.
Not quite close enough for the full confirm off that held super.
Good blocks. No parry on that. Charged heavy. Tentacle's gonna come through. We push block just to create some space, so 6-0 still hanging in there.
Hanging in by a thread. Able to get the throw. Able to get the 2M as well. Okay, Ahri's down for the count.
Oh, but so is Ekko, caught by that Spirit Rush, and before Fury comes online, Obelisk immediately goes into super just to prevent it, and now takes the set lead 2-1.
Momentum back in Obelisk's favor, exactly where he wants it to be. No, he was like kicking himself about not closing out that second game earlier, but now certainly in the driver's seat as we explode onto the scene here in game 4 and already force out 6-0's burst.
Big pick up here for 6-0. We get the handshake tag back to Vi, able to bait out that break from the ceiling, no less. So 6-0 in a really good spot. They've done some meter here just to tack on damages. Illaoi and able to keep the corner okie too.
I love that 6-0 got the jump forward as well to bait that burst. They also get the parry, which is even more devastating. Illaoi doesn't quite go down, but Ahri in the back does, and Illaoi's getting chipped. She's not long for this world.
Killing with dash heavy from Ekko is diabolical. I just want to point that out. Like, you never see that move unless it's like for some setups for block stun. That's crazy.
I feel like I see that move once every like 5 Ekko sets that I watch. The charge dunk set up there from Vi, but Obelisk just tech rolls out and is taking it easy. And the setup here, getting the tentacles active into Ahri. We've seen this movie before. 6-0, how you blocking? Oh, you're not.
And there we go. We try to roll out, get side swapped. So the tentacles catch. The Illaoi assist is there to secure the kill. 6-0 and 1v2. Ekko with Fury available, but I think we're leveraging our bets here. We do get the break from Obelisk, which is a good start.
Super confirmed that far away.
We almost had it. Gotta respect the tentacles. One more in play. We run right underneath. That's a foxy move if I've ever seen one.
Certainly is. 6-0 gonna conserve the burst for the time being. Not knowing that that hit wasn't lethal, and the Oki situation afterwards not gonna be crazy. Keep it for later. Keep it after we deal some serious damage to this Illaoi.
Oh, we might be able to kill the Illaoi. No, she just falls out before that level 1 super could actually connect, but we still got the Ahri. Going for the air reset. This time we're striking instead of throwing. Big 2H here again as 6-0 somehow making this comeback work without even investing in the Fury. Obelisk has to find a way to kill 6-0 before Fury comes online, and I don't think they have the resources for that.
That counter hit. Captain Corridor there from Vi, really putting in the work, allowing for that kill on the Ahri is huge. And the jump forward air to air from 6-0 sends us to game 5 here in Winners Finals.
Obelisk tries to get the throw. 6-0 evades it with the jump, but not able to fully complete the combo. Works out as a happy little reset. Getting Obelisk to break. Oh no. I think 6-0 forgot you have to hold forward when you're doing your lariat input there while you have the install super on, because we had to confirm and we pressed S2. In fact, that's usually why you see Echoes in that situation launch their opponent and then launch them back down by doing time wind or rewind. So you have to modify your combos. Oh my god, parry and a throw to call out the rewind there. That's insane. 6-0 with a brave get up attack. Keeps Ekko alive just for a little longer. Everybody's jumping in. The Vi gets to the Illaoi, and now 6-0 gets the air-to-air once again on Obelisk, tags into Vi. I said the wrong character name. Not enough, but I mean chip kill will do.
Yeah, just gonna go for it, and there it is. 6-0 now on set point.
Ready.
But Obelisk got something to say about it. Resets in the happy birthday, but still not able to catch. And yeah, you have to take this damage until the assist goes away. 6-0, not breaking for this Vi. Might just let her die, actually, and say this round's a wash.
Difficult for sure. And Vi's already gone. I guess it depends. We've seen the Fury run back from 6-0 before. but you really need to make some serious headway before that if you want to commit that resource. Yeah, we're just gonna say it's down to this, Manga. Final round.
And when it comes down to this one, can psixou get his first tournament set win over Obelisk in bracket in winner's final, no less? The break does come through. Vi can sway through and punish. Obelisk forced to break in retaliation. But the charge of suit catches, so now psixou going to be put under a little bit of duress. No super meter for the Ahri to extend. Well, the 2H though, psixou with the handshake tag able to snipe Ahri in the backside. And now, we're going to get the corner Oki. Not quite chasing the roll, but we do get a command throw here. Another level 1 super. I think Obelisk lives this.
Barely.
Oh, the assist gets sniped by Time Winder. So Obelisk still forced to play neutral with his low life Ahri. Time Winder not quite reaching. Gonna jump back, just trying to save both of our assists. Obelisk has an opportunity to finally get Ahri out of there. She lives to mix another day. Overhead comes through for Obelisk. Surprised we didn't see any sort of super confirm, but the Crater Maker from the sky catches the Ahri in the background. 6-0 now. Not quite able to build level 3. Still has it ready to go. Rewind to keep ourselves safe. Vi comes through. We're charging the vault. We chase the air with the throw, and that is it. 6-0 sends Obelisk to losers and advances on to winner's side of grand finals. What a set.
Ekko wins.
And
Vermeer.
If you got enough ammo, you don't really need to aim.
indeed. Yep. That's do like that. It is what it is. But we got some more local connections to work through here. Both these players, of course, from North America, so we'll not have those issues to worry about. We just got Jinx assist and neutral to worry about here for V.
Armor, but we were able to freestyle tag back, and again, we're autopiloting into that headless super, but we jump over the cross-up, so Ross showing some Yasuo defense. Trying to put this Warwick into projectile jail. Sweep will connect, putting Vermeer into the corner. We backdash, looking for some sort of aggressive option. DP connects yet again, just forcing us back into neutral. Oh, the parry, just shy of that fireball, so Vermeer does lose some meter, but we still tag on to this point. Yasuo, we swap to. Chase the roll, go for a throw, immediate jump J, 2H from Vermeer, reading that pretty well. Another defensive throw working.
Yeah, tossing Darius over the shoulder. Can't block all the mix-ups. Super comes in, cleans out the Darius.
Absolutely cursed, but RedRiotRoss stabilizes. It's gonna pick up the full combo, limit strike to end it.
Okay. A hit down. Ooh, not quite there. I'll still able to get through.
Forward throw into level 3 to deny Vermeer the Fury. RedRiotRoss will take round 1, but we've seen Vermeer start on the back foot before and make some adjustments. Round start break is probably not one of those adjustments. I think we were trying to input special and input at the same time and accidentally overlap them too closely together.
Yeah, we've seen him start on the back foot before, and we will again, unfortunately. But thankfully, since V's gotten that first hit, able to give himself some free time to rebuild some of that break meter. Already at about a third of it back, as Ross spends one of his own.
Push block to create some space. Yasuo's JH is going to do some work, but Ross with the micro walkout to escape that situation. Gonna get a combo here, an extension thanks to the trap. Chases the roll with the 5M. Has with Zap as well to stabilize the confirm, and Vermeer, because we burnt that break on accident around start, loses the Warwick.
Chasing down those rolls out of the corner has been one of the hallmarks of Ross's game plan. He gets these knockdowns with Jinx, spends plenty of time to set up a trap, and is so ready for a roll out of the corner. Said no, it's not happening.
And the level 3 is enough to kill, just as V gets his Fury online as well. I mean, that whole round completely skewed by that misinput from Vermeer at round start. I mean, just a butterfly effect of unfortunate circumstances. We're gonna have to see how things are gonna go from here. We do get the air-to-air pickup. Full extension here from Vermeer. Starting off pretty well with the limit strike, so. Okay, the trap catches Yas, but Warwick catches Jinx, so Vermeer still at advantage, having the Oki on this knockdown.
Okay. That burst out.
Out of the mix-up, no less. Overhead connects, but you don't get a follow-up now. Oh, but the aerial apprehend catches both of Vermeer's characters. Yasuo does fly free. Warwick still caught up in this. Not quite able to get the extension. Good parry. And we actually whiff punished something for Vermeer. I think he went for a second parry, and RedRiotRoss saw it and immediately just took advantage.
Yeah, straight off the rip. Tossing that super down and letting V know that's not happening here. Not now.
Vermeer now trying to create this situation. The Warwick assist will hit same side. Stagger pressure baits out. The assist, push block. We get the overhead to connect as RedRiotRoss not quite ready for it. Darius still living.
Get the tornado for some extra damage, squeeze. Not gonna spend any more because not able to get the kill there. Can't quite fit those 2 extra bars in the same combo. Has to go for that throw reset, but it is good.
But I mean, shoutouts to Ross's defense. He just held down back. Vermeer went for 2 empty jumps, the second one being a low. Ross didn't fall for any of it. That said, though, still able to confirm the kill. Darius' assist will come through. Gonna be able to see the extension. It is a limit strike due to the starter Darius had with the assist. And again, Ross preemptively breaking, kind of like Vermeer did, but we catch with the dash medium. And we're just gonna go ahead, take some damage onto this Warwick. However, it does mean that Jinx gets punished.
Corner.
Full pickup here. Ross gonna drop the super, and that's enough to kill Yasuo.
Oh yeah. Had the trap behind it enhanced as well, if in case it wasn't. Would have allowed an extra run up there, and Ross is too ready. You serious? You serious, man?
Big KO there. Anti-airing that run up overhead. So now Ross tying up the rounds here. Loser semis, as I've been told by you, Pineapples, is a first to 3 set. Just want Khalil to confirm that. Oop, breakaway. Because, you know, Vermeer not under pressure being eliminated yet, if that's the case. Oh, Khalil, loser semis, first to 3 or first to 2? First to 3, heard. Yep. Yeah, so Vermeer not facing elimination yet.
It's a little bit of leeway, but it's still not the position you want to be if you're trying to keep your throne here in ParagOnline.
Yep. Ross giving him a good run for his money. Vermeer, though, has that Blood Fury. Ross rolls forward. Gonna set up the Darius pressure, resets into a throw, but it's a back throw, so you don't get much of a follow-up after that. We were holding block during that input, I believe. Counter hit leads into this pickup, but everything goes a little awry, but the handshake tag of Vermeer not close enough to actually block the break. So Ross escapes despite the correct play from Vermeer. He had to jump up after that handshake tag to block it.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to psixou that we saw previously, being the one here today to actually show us that tech. Recognizing if a handshake tag would have been too far away to punish a burst and jumping forward into it for the punish.
A get up attack from Vermeer. RedRiotRoss just trying to control the screen. Good parry. Setting up. There's the cross up, so Vermeer should be able to take out this Darius. Should being the key word. He drops the combo. The height with the Gale not quite correct, I think, causing it to drop earlier than Vermeer wanted to, and RedRiotRoss is now up 2-0. Vermeer gonna quit out.
Get back on the cab.
Yeah, he's got to get back on the cab. First to 3. Yeah, even the players are confused. But we saw how quickly Vermeer was out of that set. The mental might be a little shook, but maybe that little shock of reality going, oh, I'm not done yet. Okay, that's fine. I can win from this position. I think someone of Vermeer's caliber can certainly take that moment, use this moment to just pause and reset himself, and maybe start mounting a comeback here. Otherwise, our frequent flyer at the ParagOnline Grand and Winners Final might be bowing out a little earlier. Double checking everything, has the fuse, has the team. Just needs to find a way to win. Don't forget, y'all, we still have a few Matcherino codes left. There is 8 of 50 left to claim.
Get on in
Bring it
there.
up for y'all right here. Get in there, claim the last of those codes, maybe make a charitable contribution for our players today. $38.50 in this prize pool. I want to see more as Vermeer starts off with a great anti-air. But it goes sideways. I looked away, wide in that super combo.
A little bit too far for the maximum spider there from Warwick, and unfortunately all you're going to get is a limit strike from Ross, and we know Ross is policing those rolls out of the corner.
Break comes through. Since we hit the Yasuo, we didn't have to worry about a handshake tag to break it. Keeping this Warwick under a bit of duress. The overhead comes through. It's a full confirm. Vermeer has to break to keep Warwick alive. As I see y'all claiming those codes. Good work. Ooh, good work on Vermeer. Catching that Jinx with the tornado and confirming from it.
He's going to put him in the corner. Wake up attack from RedRiotRoss. Gets Yasuo off of him for the time being. Now we into Darius, and the threat is just the same here.
Oh, but we dropped the combo that could have been a rocket into level 3 to kill Yasuo, but instead Jinx goes down because of the drop from Riot. Now Ross has to find a way to win this 2v1. He's going to jump, aerial apprehend the Warwick, but not able to complete the kill as both sides are suffering from some combo drops at this stage of the tournament.
Just as you say it, Mangaka, unfortunately, a V's combo going wide with the level 3 finding the mark for sure. Half health, surely it's... Oh my god, he's dead.
Yep, yep, he's dead. Yep, he's dead. Ross tried to go for a tick throw there, and Vermeer just said, I've had enough of this. I'm going to be very aggressive. Oh, we thought we were on the Jinx, but no, Darius was still the point character, so... Creating some space, controlling it a bit. Warwick comes through, retreating guard just to make the space. Backed up by the Jinx assist. Nice parry there from Vermeer. Going back in, the projectile's coming through. Good defense. Overhead, just to add some mental stack. We do catch the Yasuo on the assist startup. Vermeer getting the bait as well, as everything is starting to click for our longtime champion at ParagonFGC.
Hard to come together, but just got to make it stick here. Got the super from Warwick. Gonna give us a little bit of bloodlust and a little bit of Oki there. Tries to chase down the roll. Doesn't get a punish, but does stop the assist call from coming through.
Oh, a little too late to get that anti-air to fully come through. Catching the Jinx in the assist. We get the cross-up as well. So much visual noise, it's hard to identify. And Vermeer finally finding a groove for himself here at this unexpected third game, as both players were like, hold up, was that the set or not?
We had to recombobulate here for our final, or our third game in the set, excuse me, not final. But V takes one there, and there's a little more in the tank for these two players, Mangaka.
Quite a little bit more, just as there's barely anything left in the match arena. There's one code of 50 left to claim. Y'all, I appreciate you coming up in here to get that taken care of, as Vermeer trying to hunt down this Jinx, gets the cross-up to connect. Side swap, putting Ross into the corner, as that mental reset doing wonders for Vermeer, and I think kind of taking the wind out of Ross's sails. He's going to have to find something. Finds a jab, forces the break, has to hold this Warwick mix. Fury, not going to matter here as break comes through just in time. Monkey trap. Oh, are you kidding me? The dive kick somehow whip punishing there. We jump. Warwick catches Jinx though, as Vermeer is calling out all of Ross's movements.
Wow. That trip up from the cab might have been exactly what V needed. He is playing like a changed man here in the second half of this set. Jinx down for the count already. Darius taking some punishment too. Warwick's gonna have all of that bloodlust meter to reset the combo for getting extension. We just want another one.
Yeah, this should be the round for Vermeer here. Building up to that level 3. Doesn't even need it. All right, full break for Ross, though, at the end of that combo. Warwick getting a limit strike for that super. Okay, game. Okay. Riddle Zimmy followed a sponsor on Twitch. Thank you so much for the quest contribution. Still ways you can contribute to that match arena for free, y'all. We do have those sponsorship quests, says Vermeer. Able to find those anti-airs again. Like, he's getting right underneath this Jinx, sniping him with the anti-air DPs consistently. That's been a huge part of the winning recipe here. The DP goes a little wide. Ross trying to set up the next mix-up situation. We just set a trap in his face, catching a match. Okay, Ross. I didn't understand what recipe you were cooking until I saw that result.
I don't think V really understood either. Got caught a little bit flat-footed there with the trap in the face. I think he was out of block stun for a while and just got caught in the headlights.
Throw whiffs, as there wasn't a confirm after the fireball. Holding this Yasuo pressure until the overhead comes through. Ross gets clipped. Vermeer stabilizing. Gonna be able to get the lockdown. Chases the back roll. Wasn't even punished. RedRiotRoss had the opportunity to tech, it seems. All right, we bring in the Warwick. Jinx now cornered. And the overhead just comes right on through, beating out the Gatling gun cleanly. Extending to Yasuo. Should just be a sequence into level 3. Vermeer, as quickly as he fell, hell, even faster than that, he ascends back, tying up our set 2 apiece.
Oh my god, the run back is coming through in a big way for V. Down 0-2, got off the cab, was about to leave the room, and is working on a reverse sweep here. Fortunately, the first interaction of this round not quite going his way. A little bit of a happy birthday there into a reset on the Warwick is not the optimal start, but certainly not one that you can't come back from.
All right. Okay, Vermeer, low on life, still has break to his name, with punishing that charged heavy, I believe, of RellzDaDon's. Tag launching back into Yasuo, gonna be a big extension here. Oh, but it drops. The high getting a little too tricky there. And we see the tornado come through, so we fire away with that zap as Ross spends that last bar meter with Jinx. Warwick runs up though, gets the catch on that punish. Vermeer gonna drop into the level 3, getting Warwick to full bloodlust. Ross has no meter to parry, if I remember correctly. No, he just barely crossed that threshold. Blocks the overhead push block though. Could have had a punish potentially. Okay, in the Warwick. Yasuo with the wind wall stuff. Catch him with. Oh my gosh, if you just went into the zap. And again it happens! You run up, try to throw! And Vermeer just busts out with the level 3.
Straight through with it. The supers come early and often for V. We've seen it before. We're gonna see it many, many times to come.
And oh my god, Ross does not want to give up this round. But he's going to do it anyway. I think he let go of block, maybe anticipated an overhead coming or a cross up. Either way, Vermeer goes into the final round with Ross furiously, breakless. However you want to say it. Cross up caught.
Hey, got the toss over the backside of things. More of the combo coming through. Unfortunately, not able to get the crumple there from the stance heavy. But J2H to throw crush? Are you serious, V? You're in his head like that?
He's in his head like that. Ross is just desperate to keep making these throws work. But we are able to parry the fireball, parry the Warwick assist, buying ourselves a short reprieve, but it is certainly short. We're sandwiched. Good assist guard. Tagging just to see what comes through. We try to swing with a 5H of all things. It wasn't a misinput. Not to my awareness anyway. Run up, goes for a throw bait, and this time Vermeer doesn't even go for anything. He just says, all right, I know you're not gonna throw me. I've crushed it too many times. You put that tool away. Yasuo gets shot. Trying to find the next opportunity here. Darius approaching with some traps. We side swap as well. Break comes through though. Darius is cornered immediately. Caught by that 5H. Have to respect the combo until Warwick is gone. Vermeer now looking for that break. Ross not giving it. Chasing him down, apprehend. The Warwick is able to catch. No punish, the S2 from the skies, level 3. I don't think this reaches. It does, I'm lying.
Oh my god, Mangaka able to tack on so much damage off of that Hail Mary. Darius stays alive enough to apply the chip damage and use it too. V not gonna punch Darius, doesn't quite get rid of the assist. Super goes wide, but it baits him into walking straight into the trap. Are you kidding me?
That was a genius play. Ross actually baiting out that parry because V was just gonna parry all those hits and get the punish. Ross instead makes the parry whiff and the trap was there to punish him. Absolutely unbelievable play, but that being said, Vermeer just answers back with a simple kill on Jinx. No more tricks. Super Yasuo assist comes through. Fury immediately popped by Ross. Runs into Vermeer, who just cleanly reverse sweeps RedRiotRoss out of this bracket and advances on to losers finals. Take on Obelisk. Being told, nah, it's first at 3. Ross pulled out of the zone. Vermeer able to cool it and say, okay, the set's not over. I know what I need to do. And well, he executed it. But now we got to fight Obelisk.
I want to give a quick shout out while that set was going on to the people who contributed to the match in Reno. So Ellen this with the 5, and we got a couple of the sponsor quests filled out there. Thank you for supporting the ParagonFGC productions.
All right. Vermeer starting off strong here. Both players are throwing hands with each other. Now I have to actually pick the game because these two have played across Dragon Ball, Grand Blue, and 2XKO. In 2XKO, Vermeer has a substantial lead on Obelisk with 12 wins to 4.
Obelisk gonna have to make it work with the super. That double down does give him the option to try and punish the punish there. V is trying to demon flip over the orb, and Obelisk sees it from a mile away.
Reset to Nooch. Cross up blocked pretty cleanly, actually. Oh, but the 2H from Warwick just a little too stubby to connect there. Obelisk able to finish the combo, take off the wolf. Now it's just 1v2 for Yasuo.
Dunk down, gets the second super. We were looking to just kill outright.
What a double parry, actually, and then just finds the perfect moment to challenge in between that gap. I mean, Vermeer showcasing that knowledge of anti-Illaoi tech.
Warwick assist, not able to fit in a mix-up underneath, but stand heavy to snipe out that J2 or JS2, excuse me. Great stuff there. It gets the throw as well. V is mounting a comeback.
Yeah, hard to be surprised by that, but blocking overhead too many times. It's the one low from Obelisk that seals the deal, ends the comeback, and starts the second round, or losers final. Anti-air by the orb. Not quite a break bait there. Certainly risky there from Vermeer, but nice anti-air, Jesus.
Anti-air through, gets the Oki off the back of the super. Yasuo assist goes wide, but thankfully that Warwick Rick was able to hold him there long enough for that full screen run up. What's that burst out of Obelisk? Very great preemptive jab there from B. Get rid of that second tentacle. Don't want to hold that motion.
Yeah, diabolical happy birthday. Killing Yasuo, putting Warwick at death's door. Command throw links. Simple combo in a super does it.
Does that count as a 2XKO? Does that really?
Brother, I've seen like the match go on for another 30 seconds and it still says 2XKO. Like as long as you kill the assist and then without losing a character, kill the opponent's point character, it counts as a 2XKO. Like, the game is very lenient with that determination.
All right, I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. Oh,
we intercept the Yasuo, just catching him in the air with that tentacle. As Obelisk playing this pretty well, but I mean, we saw Ross take a big lead on Vermeer. Oh, I love that faking the cross-up with Yasuo, just a handshake tag with the Warwick. Throw. OTG not enough to kill, but this chip out will.
Certainly will. Ahri down for the count. That's one of the main mix-up engines of this team gone. And Illaoi is there to really enable Ahri to do her most messed up setups, and Illaoi on her own is really hitting that strike throw.
All right, get the sides off as well. Vermeer doing great work here in this round. Loses the corner, baits out the throw tech on wake up, so Vermeer should be able to get the kill here. I mentioned these two player history, but I also remember them exchanging some vitriolic words the last time they encountered each other. And then I threw in like stats into the mix, and that added some fuel to the flames. So definitely a personal grudge match for these players.
I mean, when you're these two and you've been playing against each other for this many years across this many titles, you gotta have a little bit of a rivalry going on.
True, yeah. And I think it's these two. I'm hoping I'm not misremembering it, but I remember they had like tons of history.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, that actually was a safe jump somehow. That's insane. Tentacles, orb, extend, tentacles.
Yep. Knockdown, tentacles still covering the wake up, double parry, second one goes wide.
Oh, the fireball though catching. Break is gonna come through, but that's why you see the assist tag. However, you only caught the assist. Now that's a 2XKO.
Oh my god. V thought he was smacking up the point character, thought the tag had come into Illaoi, and Ahri just floats down from the heavens and strikes them both.
Alright. Trying to use something with that push block, but we get caught low. Record for the stagger. Trying to create the opportunity for a mix-up here. And there we go. We react to that charge heavy with a quick parry. Vermeer passing the reaction check. Oh, bro. No, it's safe again! You want to save Yasuo? You want to save Yasuo? And yet you killed him. You killed him even harder.
Oh, he'll find no solace in that burst. Obelisk taking that all the way away from him. However, the super assist is putting in work, so maybe it's not all bad for V.
Nice overhead. Super assist gonna be sent out. That's the last one Vermeer should probably see in this round. We'll just reset to neutral, try to play with the tentacle, which anti-airs from Skyscraper away. Level 1 for the extension. Catch the roll back with the strike, I like it. Obelisk just needs one more hit, but I mean, as long as Vermeer's alive, it ain't over yet.
Yeah, that Fury timer is ticking down slowly but surely, and V's able to play very evasive. Trying to get away from it, trying to reduce the threat of a chip out here.
But we find the right time to mash, press the 2L, it reaches, punishing Vermeer, and Obelisk, following in Red Riot's footsteps, goes up 2-0. But we've seen this story before.
That's a dangerous place to be. Historically in this top 8, 2-0 has not been the winning margin. Obelisk saw that to the winner's side of things and has ended up here. RedRiotRoss, of course, 2-0 up in this set as well, falling at the end of it.
We're going to see the Nikki NATO extensions. Oh, but the combo went on a little too long. The Faith in Motion comes out. The break will interrupt the Illaoi level 1 super, but we're just going to double down. And that super will beat Windwall pretty cleanly.
Always go through Windwall?
I don't think so. I feel like they nerfed that at one point.
I feel like it did. I feel like it used to stop it.
Oh, nice. Oh, but the Warwick doesn't combo. Luckily, Yasuo disappears the hell out of there before we can feed Obelisk yet another happy birthday.
I mean, you would have, you really would have preferred to be able to clean up that last hit worth of damage, but yeah, we take what we could get. Denying the happy birthday is, it's worth its weight in gold for sure.
All right, going into level 3 here. Should be able to get the kill onto Ahri.
He's left with barely anything. Try and make this comeback. Try and, yeah. Maybe you just want to go next to prevent V from getting more break meter? I don't know. V's getting a lot of break meter back from this.
Right, yeah, I wonder if this is a bit of a misplay here, but at the same time, like, he's gonna get it in the middle of next round anyway, so he's not gonna start with it.
Let's go!
Oh, okay, not quite able to convert the happy birthday. Able to block all the overheads. We jump to look for a throw bait or something. Neither side can make that choice. Oh, what a mash, actually checking the cross up. And yet again, Vermeer, the baits have been super effective on the Obelisk side, and the breaks have just not been well-timed on Vermeer whatsoever, really. And now we're just going to dump all the meter into setting up this mix, but Vermeer just sees through it, blocks most of it out, but loses the turn. Warwick dies. Yasuo gets some extra credit.
And Obelisk so comfortable in this round. Blocks, or gets hit by the mix-up. The damage on the other side of it's not going to be the most consequential. Just get a limit strike here. Not even. Just get the Oki.
Dash up throw, though. This could be consequential.
The one super, you get a little bit of an extension afterwards, a little bit of a crumple there. Super number 2. We got number 3 if we need it, and we do not.
And no, we don't. Obelisk, though, more than content to just let Vermeer have that. Holding on to Fury with Ahri. Blocks the overhead, pushes him back, finds a hit with a fireball. Trying to look for our next blow, just disengaging for the most part. The 5M just out of range to catch. We mash, catching that swift slash, and okay, Obelisk able to hold on to Fury. Wins that round, is now at set point, and I mean, if Obelisk could 3-0 Vermeer here, I'd expect violence.
3-0 would be a massive statement here for Obelisk. Say, look, the stats may not favor me for now, but the times are changing.
You're able to defend, back to mid-screen. Illaoi with the empty low, good blocks from Vermeer. Not really too much of a high-low mix up there, because Illaoi doesn't have a means to delay the overhead. Nice anti-air against Ahri. Break is done. You get frame trap, so Vermeer now going to be able to use all of his resources here to get the limit strike with the Yasuo, building up some extra bar. Set the NATO. We jump over, not able to punish that stance heavy, but we bait up a throw, looking for that break. And this time, Vermeer holds onto it, does not get caught. Misspending that resource again. Oh, we tried a 2H, I think, got interrupted. This could be a dead Illaoi.
Very well could. Still got 3 bars on deck. Warwick assist is available. Goodbye.
Yep, one's enough. But that combo went on for so long that it generated a lot of break gauge for Obelisk. Oh, the combo drops, we get the hit. Break comes out from Vermeer. I like the use of Yasuo's fireball. We dash and get caught by the 2M from Ahri. This is almost a disastrous situation. Like, Ahri has Fury, so Vermeer, if he gets a touch, has to prioritize baiting it. Otherwise, Obelisk can reset and potentially win off of it. And if Vermeer gets touched, I mean, Obelisk could try to end the game. We spend it defensively on block, which I like. But the super Yasuo assist comes through for Vermeer.
Goes straight through the Ahri fireballs. That projectile invincibility transferring over to the assist version 2. V able to leverage that to hold on to this bracket run here. Send us to game 4.
Way to find the perfect answer to that situation. I mean, Obelisk thought he was comfortable, able to take advantage of the knockback from Fury to get some more pressure, set up the winning mix-up, but Vermeer just had the perfect tool that Obelisk did not respect, and now Vermeer once again in firm control, tagging in to this Illaoi, not able to get a punish here. We break out, so at the very least you won that, but the life differential firmly in Vermeer's favor.
It's going to be even more so off the back of this combo. Unfortunate drop there goes Obelisk's way. Oh, able to still confirm? Very nicely done.
Limit strike finisher here, tries to chase the roll, not able to get the next overhead. Handshake tag, coming through again and again. We do hit Yasuo. Go for the anti-air here. Nice, interrupting that overhead, late cancel. What a match, and catch Vermeer stand blocking at the end of it.
I was not afraid to challenge there by any means.
2H comes through, the level 3 as well. Smart reaction and choice from Vermeer, but it costs him all of Yasuo's meter.
Okay. Yasuo got no juice in the tank, however, you trade that every day of the week. Yasuo doesn't really need that many resources to go and take the remainder of this health bar on Ahri.
Yeah, there we go. Fury from Obelisk does not want to give Vermeer any more momentum, wants to force the issue, get every advantage possible. They both roll in various directions, and there it is, the Fury bait from Obelisk. Well timed. How many breaks has that been baited? 4, 5?
Dude, on the previous one, I was gonna say, like, Obelisk is so rare when he doesn't bait a burst. When someone successfully burst or successfully burst against him, it's almost more surprising than when they don't.
Scary situation. We're blocking. Nice. There's that full screen low parry as Obelisk gets too comfortable. But we drop the confirm. Vermeer missing a big opportunity. Finds it again though with the side steal. He goes into a side swap route just to maintain corner. Oh, but he misses. Hey, yo. That was certainly a misinput from Vermeer. I think he was trying to go into stance.
Had to have been, but unfortunately it's going to cost him dearly. Losing the Yasuo here when it's set point against off a misinput is not where you want to be.
I mean, no, but you got to make deal. You got to make do with what you get dealt. Now Obelisk starting off with the strong advantage here, getting limit strike. Good parry on that super, jailing him in. Nice jump, but the 2H comes through. Vermeer gets Fury, pops it at the safe point. Jump, gets it onto Obelisk. The break does come through. Feints with that full charge. Good push block to escape the multi-overhead mix-ups. Cross up, no confirm. He's running offense yet again. And the throw comes through. Level 1, I don't think it's enough. But you have double down, of course.
Nope, got the 2, got the held version. No, doesn't use it, and V pulls out the level 3. Unfortunately, by this point, Fury is not active, so no damage bonus and no chip resistance here for V. You gotta play perfectly.
He finds the hit, ain't no way. Vermeer with the pixel.
No meter though.
Yeah, no meter. Fury runs out just there. Super assist to extend. Obelisk has Fury of his own now.
So tough. He can Fury burst into anything. Super comes through. The overhead goes over it.
Wake up jab. Wake up jab. That's all it took.
Done a sponsor quest, contributed directly. It all adds up, and we all appreciate each and every one of you.
All right, here we go. In the grand finals, Obelisk making the run back against the player who sent him to losers in the first place after beating one of his bracket demons in a pretty sturdy fashion. But Vermeer put up an excellent fight, almost had a jaw-dropping performance, as he usually delivers. Now let's see how things pan out here. Tracked onto the assist Vi, interestingly enough. Good retreating guard, able to come in, catch both of the characters. Happy birthday right here, as psixou has an opportunity to open up this grand finals with the 2XKO, but Ahri dies before Illaoi can be finished off.
I wonder if there was an angle for, you know, maybe a second super to sneak in there. Either way, it was cleaned up in quick fashion by psixou round.
Early break coming out. Gonna throw the Orbit Deception. We jump cleanly over it, still get caught on the run back, and somehow Obelisk is ready for that confirm. Insane. Good chase on the roll 2, leading this full combo, but we drop it. Sandwich now between assists.
Okay. Action. Oh, okay. Covering the air tech with that second Crater Maker. I like it.
Bit of a tackle stop. Any sort of set play there. We jump out, we try to intercept, but the huge jump heavy of Ahri able to intercept psixou before he's able to make contact. Double down coming through for big damage.
Seen that movie before.
Alright, full launch. Using the Vi Super Assist as well, but we dropped the confirm for that limit strike. Cross up comes through. Obelisk will break to keep the Illaoi alive. Snipes out the assist. 6-0 gets punished. And he's going to hold on to the Fury. After all, you got a whole other round to play with.
In some of the previous sets from these players, the tale really has been momentum. Who can get their game plan started first. And it seems like we're getting a little bit more of that here as we approach our grand finals. I mean, round 1, 6-0 pretty confidently taking that one. Round 2, Obelisk getting started, getting their own thing, and we're back to plan A here for 6-0.
Yeah, not to mention too that at this point, you know, the players have been involved in this bracket for 5 hours, coming up on that mark anyway. So exhaustion is certainly something that can play a factor in for some of these players. But 6-0, still playing pretty fresh here in this sequence. Bring him down. Keep the Oki here, set up the overhead, beautiful stuff. Fury is available, pushes both of the characters back, but we immediately whiff punish the Faith in Motion as Obelisk not able to just stop the Perfect from coming through.
He was Mr. Perfect earlier in the bracket, and now 6-0 giving it right back as we close out our first game. But Obelisk able to start out game 2 with a pretty explosive one. Unfortunately, that confirm not quite connecting in the way we wanted it to.
2 wake-up attacks in a row, and Obelisk just like, I ain't messing with that, I'm baiting it. Let me strike with Ekko.
The Oki, yep. We know what the deal is. We know what the MO is. There. Okay. Chasing down the tech is Obelisk. JH continues to be a thorn in 6-0's side.
Oh, but we convert immediately off of that tentacle into the level 1. Had even more firepower in the back pocket thanks to double down. So Obelisk takes another round.
Let's go!
Charge heavy, just to reset pressure. Yeah, no confirm on that stagger, would have been pretty clean. Empty low comes through. So does the break. Now 6-0 sends Ekko to get caught, and it's a full pickup for Obelisk.
Chases him down, tries for the throw, but 6-0 not in a throwable state there. It goes wide.
Scoop him. Denting blows for the limit strike. Obelisk waits to ground tech, and the get up attack is baited. No electrics from 6-0 though. Has to stabilize using the Ekko extension.
That's stable enough.
Oh, who's gonna catch? Okay.
A little bit of extra damage there. Could have opted for the Hyper Spirit Rush for that full screen carry, but wants to save the meter for a more damaging confirm.
Speaking of, tries to chase the air tech, but 6-0 able to escape. We drop the combo, quick little trade. Vi nearly dead. Yet again trading, but there's that full charge Vault Breaker. Looking for the Fury, but Obelisk knows better. Drops the Orb of Deception here to pick up some damage onto the Ekko. Drops the combo, however, jails him in, overhead once. Empty throw, so smart from Obelisk, baiting out the attempted push block.
Fury Burst here for 6-0, and Illaoi is the one that cleans it up from the grave.
Resurrection is real. Worship her god, and you'll never die.
Let's go!
Now, going on into game number 3, both players all tied up. Obelisk barely dropping that confirm. 6-0 able to stabilize off of his assist. And now a little bit of spectator fast forward gets us into this situation where Obelisk escapes because we didn't quite have the button confirmed. We blocked the break, but I know Ekko's usually -5 there, but I wonder if that situation changed because of any sort of weird interactions or if Obelisk was just slow to move. 2M reaches. There comes the break from 6-0. Able to jump and escape. 2H will anti-air the Faith in Motion.
corner carry. The super one connects, get the tag into Ahri, get a limit strike, close out that Vi's health bar.
Oof, with 2H, been there.
It feels so bad, man. You're like, alright, yeah, come into my airspace, I dare you. They just land right outside it.
I said come in.
I was inviting you so nicely. What, you didn't wanna join?
Oh, the reset there even. Ugly, ugly, ugly. But it works for Obelisk. And psixou, probably not going to spend Fury in that situation. Not with the life deficit that you had on Ekko. Not with the fact that we're just round 1. Illaoi going to get hit a bit, but we tagged a Vi, and that enormous jump normal Ahri actually able to check and clear our huge knuckle brawler. But now Obelisk still maintaining this momentum, Pineapples, until the drop.
Yeah, keeping it in his favor, and that's where he needs it to be. As that drop comes through, and one does from psixou as well. Bionic Arm going to block, and Vi going to the grave.
Okay, Ekko not quite seeing Fury. Could easily build it up. Thanks to his limit strike heavy combos. Nice jump on the command throw. Jailed in again. Trying to let the assist do the heavy lifting. Retreating guard just to build up a little extra meter. Staggers coming through. Here comes the supers.
The second one is mix up time. Ooh, up there, psixou getting caught flinching in the corner there. They've made it out, albeit at the cost of a good amount of health, and getting put right back into the corner and pieced up. Obelisk taking 2.
All right. One more game, and Obelisk will reset the bracket, as well as extend his head-to-head record against psixou. Players are just going right back into it. Nah, that's illegal, fam. What do you mean that it hit both point and assist? That's 2. Empty low, good defense though from psixou. Oh no, the handshake tag had actually caught the Vi. But you know, things are, oh, good God. Good luck following that. I thought we had a burst break right there, but, or a burst bait. Not quite the kills. 2H catches both. Obelisk has to break to stop the damage. Not quite able to stabilize the combo. Throw comes through. Maybe a chance to breathe.
Yeah, maybe not though. Ekko goes down off the back of that Spirit Rush. Obelisk continues to drive the car here in our grand finals, making round after round after round fall in his favor.
psixou, not quite able to catch. Everything just going skewy. So many stray hits, but just nothing leading to anything more than that, including right there even. Meanwhile, Obelisk touches you once, it's a full combo.
That goes wide. Obelisk baiting all the defensive options. How do you use your defensive options against Obelisk, man? It feels impossible sometimes.
Double to him. Not quite able to find the kill. But we do kill the assist in the background. Overextending though with our rewind, so we do get punished. Fury is activated for Ekko. We just checked the charge up on him as well. Obelisk not taking any of that fake stuff. Coast to coast, super Ahri Spirit Rush coming through. I feel like that combo dropped because of like that bug with the tentacles where they don't hit airborne opponents if they're already launched. Tuesday, please save us. See you like there.
Yeah, right there. Agrica. There we have it. 3-1 in the first side of things. Our reset in our grand finals.
All right, Obelisk playing incredibly well. 3-1ing Vermeer, 3-1ing psixou so far. The beatings just might continue here. Unless psixou can start finding an answer. Whatever it is, it seems like Obelisk is executing incredibly well. Hear somebody click rematch as both players take it a moment. Alright, right into it. A little bit of spectator catch-up. Overhead will connect for Obelisk.
Dancing around that tentacle, yeah, you want to get rid of that immediately. Want to allow for any of those easier confirms here.
Oh,
dude.
clean break bait as well. Obelisk so clean with these.
First wake up attack, then the burst. I'm telling you, man, you can't sneak anything by him.
Empty low, good defense though from 6-0. But yo, we're just setting up a chip kill. Congratulations for blocking, you still died.
I thought down back was my friend. What do you mean?
In a game like 2XKO, blocking isn't enough. You have to make some sort of play to get out of these situations, unless you're checkmated.
Obelisk not afraid to force the envelope. Air Tech JL will do it. We'll get a whole lot of damage on the board. Fortunately, it won't be lethal, but this dash super is gonna get close. Oh, you're just getting both. Oh, never mind.
No, Ahri was able to disappear because when you DHC, like the point character completely just goes off screen. So 6-0, able to at least kill the Illaoi, Obelisk. Let's see if you can just make it a point of delaying the inevitable. Unless
Fury's about to come back for 6-0.
Reset as well, Obelisk. Gonna hold on to his own Fury. Says, alright, you got it for me. Wow, what a comeback from 6-0.
Nicely done there to run that one back. Off the brink, off of what looked like an attempted chip out win for Obelisk.
Full pickup here.
A nice burst, I'll see you later.
Oh, the Illaoi assist again, just doing monumental work for Obelisk. He's getting a little funky as we side swap. Oh, nice jump on that throw, but no confirm on that punish. Ekko with that handshake tag. 2H. Jump in and punishing that time winder throw, so now Obelisk gonna be able to get whatever corner setup he desires.
Again, that's 2 super. Raw tag into Ahri. Punish Vi on the backside of a little bit. She's still getting pieced up, and Ekko is still getting crumpled. It could be another 2XKO here for Obelisk.
Certainly is, as the double down comes through. Obelisk taking us to the final round in game number 1 of the Grand Finals reset.
Cross under there. 6-0 needs to stop this momentum lest things continue to get out of hand. Tries with the burst, but that's not the right answer. Pick something else.
Immediate low, we got 2 tentacles in play. We're able to spin in the handshake. What a parry from 6-0. Absolutely clutch play to buy us some relief. So 6-0 can take Obelisk into the other corner. Limit strike with deading blows. Catches the air reset, but no confirm. Ahri chases the roll, not enough to get the kill. You don't get a follow-up either as Ahri. Same side low, catching 6-0 on that. Unbelievable.
The air dash down with Ahri been so deadly. The 2M catching the retreating guard as well. Awkward pickup there, but Obelisk is able to fix it and take game 1 of the reset.
Obelisk looking indomitable right now as 6-0. Currently has a 4-1 record here in our grand finals. First set in the reset. That's funny, you hit Ekko, but Vi's just still charging right behind you.
Oh, that charge ball breaker is coming one way or another. Burst forced out from Obelisk.
Alright, 6-0 gets the conversion off the overhead. All the electrics. Keeps the pressure here. Obelisk has push card whenever, but just finds the parry. Forcing 6-0 to break. Ahri comes through, able to lock onto this Ekko that we tagged.
We don't have tag. We can't go into Illaoi. Oh, we can tag launcher. Excuse me.
more than one way to swap characters. And look at that, we cover the back roll, able to get the full combo right here as well. And double down
back into Illaoi.
Yep, enabling the kill here.
Obelisk really getting the most out of this double down. Whenever he gets that corner situation, you know both characters are getting in the mix.
Alright. psixou though trying to optimize his combo as much as we can. Illaoi at chip kill range basically. Had to block the Cross of Faith in motion. Not able to find anything on Illaoi. Sway gets us out of the corner. But we're just immediately caught by Ahri, this foxy little vixen, getting these cross-ups.
Got the Oki situation too, but psixou's got the blocks on the other side. Patiently waits it out. Now we go into the super. That's one, that's two. We've seen this before. It's Ahri time, and psixou again gets caught by it.
But feels like there's a chance. That's why we see the Fury come out. We force Obelisk break, so at the very least, we'll be even on that resource. Delivering Fireball, catches, we convert from the Ahri assist, so psixou's effort is just an even trade and break.
And a particularly advantageous one. Obelisk got a little bit more credit there, and a round count to his name. Pretty good, pretty good. I'll take that any day of the week.
Now this one misses, but not our bait on the wake-up attack. Obelisk just so keen at reading the opponent's defensive choices. I mean, yeah, now this is basically just build whatever you want to do. It's probably going to be a combo extension to death, honestly.
Oh yeah. You got one, you got double down, goodbye. Ekko's got the resources to make things happen though. Nearly 2 bars, got Fury on deck. Only needs 2 to 3 really solid hits, but getting those hits when Obelisk is operating at full force is the challenge.
Excellent push block though, creating space to whiff punish that throw attempt from Obelisk. psixou, the defense keeping him alive so far. Yeah, just gonna go for slight variation on Oki. Has to keep himself safe at the time wind to level 1. Caught on the dash, still not furying, waiting for that burst safe moment to do so. That's good fancy, but I love the fact that Obelisk just jumped out of that situation instead of playing around.
Think to this, guys. You know what they say, if it sucks, hit the bricks.
Alright, psixou able to start clawing back in this comeback. Chases the jump, drops the time winder from the sky. 2H is the assist, drops the Fury. After all, you have to at that point. Lets you give up the game. Another sick air throw. We're going for the mix-ups. Again, though, Obelisk just blocking it, but the chip damage that's mounted because of Fury. We get the full counter hit pickup as well. Obelisk stopping psixou in his tracks.
Magica, it could be a clean sweep here. We've had 5 games in a row for Obelisk here in our grand finals.
Okay, we catch the Illaoi assist, running up with the Vi. Catch the mash. Assist about to come back online for Obelisk, so push block is a thing. There it comes. psixou tried his own push block. Retreating guard is going to get blown up. Oh, but missing the combo, resulting in Obelisk spending that break first.
Alright, you get tossed. Still stuck in that corner. Tentacles here. Illaoi's on point. Ekko not bailing you out of anything. Forcing the burst. I do like the change up in burst timing there from psixou, delaying it significantly so that Obelisk doesn't have a chance to bait it.
Alright. Trying to get a kill with this level 1, calculated it correctly. Illaoi's down, Obelisk in the 1v2 now. psixou has proven pretty resilient in these situations. Obelisk, a little less so as we get caught by the Ekko assist immediately.
They got plenty of bars to spend here. Should have won into Limit Strike.
There you go, easy finish. Catching the wake up mash.
I wonder how much of that was Obelisk just being like, he's got it, I'll get him next time. Let me mash, see if something happens. If not, it's whatever.
Yeah, right? And again, like, to your credit earlier, making the point of, like, why put up too much of a fight and let my opponent build more break meter, you know? Just get it over with and minimize the resources. Dash heavy connecting on both. Illaoi does fall out, so it's just Ahri taking the damage now. Obelisk gonna let the nose of this combo just go right on through. Tries to air tag, gets caught, sandwich created.
We got the one tag, we're into Illaoi. Charge heavy connect. Parry goes wide for the counter from Vi, excuse me.
Here we go. Not quite able to continue the happy birthday, but we do get the limit strike ender. Seeing a fireballs 2H. Does not anti-air that safe jump. Break comes through, keeping Ahri alive for just a moment. But the Vault Breaker will shut everything down as Obelisk wanted to use Ahri to set up a fireball to back up Illaoi, but instead it's just going to be a dead Illaoi as we go into the level 3, attempt number 37. And psixou stops the bleeding here. It's only 5 games in a row for Obelisk. psixou once again getting on the board in the reset.
Hey, it can be 5. It can be 5 and we're still chilling. psixou clutching it up there, not letting it be a clean sweep here in the reset. Taking one for themselves. All right. 5 is fine. We can't make it to 6.
Obelisk starting off strong. The shimmy, diabolical. Counter is only going to interact with the Illaoi, but we already switched to Ahri, so not going to come up with much. Diabolical cross up on the hard knockdown. 6-0, down to solo Ekko here in this round.
Over here.
Oh my god, the parry and the throw. Great defense from Obelisk.
Exceptional there. Thrown by psixou.
Try this.
6-0 almost chased him down. Running so deep on all of these interactions, daring Obelisk to press.
Trying to close the gap yet again. We snipe out the Ahri assist, barely able to evade, but we get retreating guard broken. Snipe the level 1 too far away, but we send in the next one. Orb gonna create just enough space. We mix up 6-0 as well, and this is now tournament point for Obelisk, Pineapples.
Tournament point for Obelisk. No resources to speak of on 6-0's side. You could not ask for a better setup here from our Ahri Illaoi representative. But 6-0 has the initiative, able to force out that burst really early and put us back to relatively even footing.
Tick throw comes through. 6-0 gonna go for the Crater Makers. Chases the roll, uses Ekko to catch. Dead Illaoi here, so 6-0 still not out of this yet.
Not by any stretch of imagination. Ahri gonna have a whole hell of a lot of work cut out for her. A run under 2H as well, connecting.
There go me and the Crater Maker trying to stabilize, hoping that the scaling is low enough, but no, Ahri lives. But doesn't matter, we catch with the meaty. 6-0 tying up the round, still tournament point for Obelisk.
We could have a game 5 in our grand finals reset on our hands. The momentum keeps going 6-0's way. So far it's looking like it, able to stuff out the Ahri and the Illaoi whenever they attempt to go on the offense.
Double down here, just creating mix-up and pressure. Oh, with it down, S2 able to catch, and because we hit the assist, we get access to the follow-ups from down S2 and or S1. Obelisk gets the limit strike. Tons of damage, chases the roll. Jump, pushing 6-0 the other way. Has Illaoi to convert off of that assist. 6-0 back against the wall. Your tournament life on the line. Ekko with Fury is the last thing standing between you and second place.
And you're gonna have to spend that Fury sooner or later. Obelisk not able to bait it this time, but able to limit the options afterwards with that Orbit Deception. Tag into Illaoi, closes off the entrance here for 6-0. No more opportunities to run it back. And it's going to be Obelisk in the reset, taking ParagOnline here tonight.
GG's, well played. Obelisk, your